Hey, yo, Knife, we live?
No, we been live,
Hey.
bro.
We live in this bitch.
We live,
Yo.
baby.
Yo, season 2, Miseducated podcast. We back.
Whoop, whoop,
Yes.
Here, you already know what time it is. We
see,
back.
You see, sometimes hiatus is necessary.
That's that Travis Scott, right?
You know, is that Travis Scott? Yeah. That sounds like a little girl.
Yo, what the fuck was straight up?
No, y'all know.
Bro, it is. It is
Yo.
so fucking quiet.
Yo, you sound just like his fans.
Yo,
Yeah,
what
right?
the?
Yeah. No, my favorite ad lib is ASAP Ferg. Like that nigga just
What is that?
the background of all his songs is just that's right.
Well, that's
Literally
Jim
that.
Jones. I think that's Jim Jones.
Oh, that's Jim Jones as well.
And,
I know. I know.
You mix
Ferg.
up ASAP Ferg with Jim
No,
Jones.
because I promise you that's ASAP Ferg. Like you listen to his last mixtape, every single song, the background of it's that's right.
So when's the last time you seen ASAP Ferg put out a mixtape? I thought he was putting out albums now.
No, he put one out
I
recently.
mean,
right?
albums, mixtape.
The floor seats?
He put a,
Yeah, floor seats. That was a mixtape,
to
wasn't
the
it?
Knicks.
Oh wow.
Just to watch him lose.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that
no.
The nigga when he, the
Yeah,
one he
that's-
trying to do
Wait,
it.
hold on. Before we get into the Knicks and losing, speaking
Yes.
of New York
Yeah.
and losing and or winning,
Yeah.
we happen to know somebody from New York who just won.
Hey,
Like a motherfucker. Real fast. I want to start the show shouting out my nigga,
Shout out, Jimmy.
my good friend,
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Shout out our brother, guy.
Freeway motherfucking Jimmy Esquerdo.
I just signed a lifetime deal.
He just signed
My
a
man.
lifetime deal.
Lifetime max
Lifetime
contract.
deal. I just signed a lifetime deal.
He's fucking signed for life.
Yes.
I'm
Jerseys-
divorced and Jimmy is in.
We traded places.
Jerseys in the rafters.
I traded my jersey in. It's up there. I traded my socks in.
Had to,
Everything.
had to turn in his adults only card.
Man. This man turned in every card.
Me and Jimmy trading places.
Like Eddie Murphy and fucking what was the white dude name? I think nobody remember that white dude.
We,
Nah,
I,
let's
I
trade
can't,
for
I
Dan
can't
Aykroyd.
sit, I can't sit by,
Yeah, Dan
I can't
Aykroyd.
sit
This from
by and
Ghostbusters.
just let
There you
y'all
go.
just not see Jimmy just take a sip out of the airplane bottle.
that nigga took
Like that meme where bro's bucking that small Henny. Ah!
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, nigga.
So you want me to finish the rest of
I
this?
want you to
Please
finish
do.
that in the name of your contract.
Oh,
Is it
like,
name
Oh,
of my
this is it,
lifetime
bro.
deal?
Yes.
Your
in the
lifetime
name of
deal,
the Father,
bro.
Son, and Holy Spirit, nigga.
That's two
For
candles.
Jesus.
You know what, man? It's actually the government married me, man. So, you know, let's do this.
Let's do
Oh
it.
my
Get it.
God. Everybody say joint accounts. There we go. He took
I-
like a champ.
I
I'm
didn't
literally
have
trying
not
to
one-
imagine this
I
nigga
didn't
with a
have not
motherfucking
one
picket
joint.
fence.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? Like in a
Picket
nice
fence, nigga,
ass.
we moving to the projects.
Yes, sir.
Y'all niggas
baby.
is
Yo,
not-
imagine getting married.
They gonna
Hey,
be
you
in East
moving to the
Hollywood with us.
Like willingly moving to the
You
project.
willingly moved to the projects.
Like you went out your way to move to some motherfucking housing projects. Nigga living in
That'd be some
Marcy.
wild ass shit.
I'm doing that for
That's
right.
right.
So I wanted to start with a joke tonight, you know, because we've been away for such a
Fucking
long
right.
time.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
You know, so I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Why did the priest stop running marathons? Y'all know why?
His fucking robe was too long, nigga. I don't know.
Hold on, let me tell y'all.
Oh, let's hear it.
Because he kept coming in a little behind.
All right.
Oh my God.
This is finished. We are finished.
We are
We are done.
fucking finished.
We are finished.
Freeway, ladies and gentlemen.
Freeway, ladies and gentlemen.
Freeway,
God damn
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he
Someone-
kept coming a little behind.
We heard
And-
you the
That's
first time.
All
I just
right.
want to say for any listeners out there that feel like, you know, they may be single forever, like
Oh, shit.
somebody made an honest man out of this person. So, there's a solid chance for everybody on this planet, okay?
He's from the Bronx, y'all. You know, it's just,
Yeah.
He's
man.
different. He's from the Bronx. He's a little different.
I'm from
From the Bronx, New York. Shit happens.
Shit happens. You know? You know, what's a fat joke? So we're going to keep yelling.
Yo, what the fuck?
That's the Travis Scott ad lib.
Yo.
lit.
It's lit.
Oh, shit.
All right, so what we get.
Does it say it with the lisp too?
So what y'all been up to, man?
Yo.
What
Man.
y'all been up to the last, what, 2 months? What y'all
Yeah, it's
been
been
up
a
to?
minute, bro.
been
Can
a
I go
little bit over
first?
a
You know
month.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
Because I'm real
and I
brief.
also noticed Decent Zamero copied us. They took a break when we took a break and came back when we decided to come back.
That's
But you know what, man?
I didn't
Shout
want
out
to
them.
say anything,
But you know what? They're from the
like,
Bronx too, so it's fine.
Shout out to them.
it's
What y'all
not
been up
fine, my
to?
nigga.
Shout
They're
out
not
to
from
them.
my hood, nigga.
And which one is that? Scootum boom.
What hood are you from?
It's Inglewood.
let's
Don't
get
do
it.
this.
Oh,
We in a
man.
whole new
It's
season.
down to 40. It's down to 605.
The 605.
That's not a bird.
Nigga,
That's
I
not a
don't even
plane.
know. Anyways,
That's
over the
Orange County
last
Dave.
whatever, nigga,
That's
whatever.
not strawberries. He's in Orange County, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, I
All
told
right.
whatever. Honestly, nah.
OCD.
Last couple of months, it's literally.
OCD. OCD.
Yo, Knife.
And he got a Barca
Knife.
jersey on. Nigga, that just
I
goes.
know you had that samurai sword out there. Last season I was just playing, but I need you to walk in here
Niggers.
with a samurai. Yo, Knife. Okay, now I see you grabbing it. I just
What's
bring it
my
in here.
motherfucking name?
Just bring it in here, ladies and
Nigga,
gentlemen.
rolling with, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the very first podcast.
Niggas
that will
better
be
get it right.
A murder committed live on air.
This is not.
I
This
can't
is-
believe it.
I'm
Knife, I thank you so much
I'm at a loss
for
for
the
words.
samurai sword. Corey,
Hey.
I hope you lived a great life because
Oh.
it is over. It is done.
I'm still trying to figure out why there's a samurai sword in here. But,
I think we're asking too many questions.
Shout
bro.
out to our guy. Shout out to just.
but you know what? I
Yeah,
guess
shout out to my
Knife
nigga
needs
Knife.
it. I guess
Shout out
Knife
to my
needs a
nigga Knife.
sword.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my
You
nigga
gotta
Knife.
chop a nigga down.
Yo, and fake knife passed me the samurai sword as a bar that y'all niggas will never acknowledge, but it's cool. Real niggas acknowledge it.
Man, get
Knife
back into
passed me the sword.
man.
Anyways,
That's what your black ass been doing. Cheat.
Nah, honestly, I ain't really been doing shit. You know what I mean? Mostly school and work. I did have a.
This nigga won't drop out. I've been trying to get him to drop out for like
It's
6
not
weeks.
happening, bro. It's not happening. I'll quit my job before I drop out.
Do both.
What?
That logic.
You rather
is
not have
sound.
any money
Hold on, wait,
and
yeah,
pay for
let's
school?
rewind.
Hey, actually, no. You know what? I just found out the plug today. So
school?
yeah, dog.
To
What
get
you
the
do?
government to pay for it?
Damn near, dog. What you do is, well, one, first off, anybody
Oh.
listening that's thinking about going to school,
Yeah, I
if
hope
you
this
living
is
with
legal.
your parents' crib, move the fuck out. I don't care if you got to like room in with somebody, you live in a motherfucking hostel, move the fuck out, all right? Claim yourself independent. You get hella money, you know what I mean, for FAFSA. That's one. Two, these scholarship niggas are just handing out money, bro. Like, I thought it was a
Did
joke.
you get a scholarship?
Dog, I got a couple of these motherfuckers,
For real,
bro.
bro?
Yeah, no, like,
So you're
on
going to
everything.
school, so you're going to school for free?
See,
No,
I,
I mean,
I
well-
need a nice little grant and a little loan to, you know
Well-
what I'm saying, pay this Porsche off. Everybody drop out.
Yo, my nigga, no,
Take a little
That's what
Western
real niggas
Civ.
do.
Nah,
They
hold on,
refund.
dog.
little Western Civ, and then I'm hitting Western in
Hey,
Santa
look.
Monica.
Look, listen, dog. I won't sit here and recommend doing that because that's not very legal. However,
Look, niggas spent their refunds.
hold on. Listen, because
Yo.
look, if you are enrolled in school, right? Say you're enrolled in class.
Right.
Say you know what I mean. Because you are a California resident, you go to community college essentially for free because you get the Cal Promise grant.
Yeah.
Credits are like there's like $46 a
Oh,
credit.
I'm
You know
rolling
what I'm
at
saying?
sea.
Grant-
Fight on.
You know what I'm saying?
About to
Grants-
roll in that bitch too.
what
Shout
I'm
out to
saying?
Sparklets.
Shout out to Sparklets. Shout out to Sparklets. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck Sparklight.
I'm saying, dog, it's damn near free, bro. And like when you get that refund check, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna more than cover the cost of school. So
It's like a
if you
trap
try to
check.
put that money into like something else, you most certainly can. Is all I'm trying to tell you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All I'm trying to say is if you contemplating going back to school, you know what I mean, and you're worried about like work and school, and you happen to be a California resident, enroll in community college.
This shit sounds like an infomercial on BET after dark. You know, it's like 3 in the morning and you
Yeah.
fall asleep. You wake up in the middle of the
And
night
them
and
really
the TV's
the,
on.
them the scammy ones too.
And that's Dave right there. He on he on BET right now at 3 in the morning. You wake up after watching the game, and all of a sudden you on BET, and Dave is
Exactly.
in.
All of these
commercial.
ass colleges is like right next to fucking
I'm
Barry's.
Hey,
so
Sunset.
ICDC.
nigga. I can't even.
ICDC.
Shit's in the shopping center.
I can't
Yeah,
even.
old shopping center college.
I
It turned into a goddamn hair school after 3.
Hey, look, y'all niggas. Hey, look.
Club at 9.
I ain't even gonna hold y'all. If niggas is on BT at 3 a.m., bro, that would
Yo.
actually be hot, bro. Like niggas would really be eating, bro.
See,
Right after BT uncut.
niggas.
Fucking disco
BT,
inferno. You
right
got
after
bitches shaking
BT
their
Uncut,
asses.
BT
Hey, look.
Uncut was just like, it was needed. You know, it molded
I think
you.
it's needed again. I
It
think
is.
we
It actually
need
is
BT
needed
Uncut
again.
Now we even
Why
more
not
wrong.
bring it back?
I just feel bad about
It would
like
just be like,
all y'all West Coast motherfuckers had to look at BT Uncut at 12 a.m. like at midnight.
nah, dog. We watched it at 3 a.m.
Well, we watched it at 3 a.m.
Yeah, no.
And they watch it at the same time that y'all watch it, even though it's
Like we obviously didn't watch it the exact same time y'all watched it, but like we watched it
At 3 a.m.
At
here.
our
Yeah,
3
their
a.m.
time.
I
So
was,
it'd
I
been
was
6
about
a.m.
to
So
say,
at 6 in the
like,
morning, 6 in the morning when we're in 6th grade, waking up for school,
He is still in the bed.
you at 3 in the morning just whacking your beef to right there.
after you'd already
So
struck,
right there.
after
Whoa, whoa. No,
you
hell
know,
no.
Yeah,
you,
what?
you didn't already.
No.
Right there did come on a lot. Like I really don't. The uncut right there.
The
is
uncut
nuts.
right there was nasty.
After you done struck out on Cinemax. Hey.
When the softcore
the Spice
jump
Channel?
What was the channel that tell you all the shit that's coming up? The TV
Oh,
Guide
that's the
channel.
TV Guide channel.
Go to Cinemax. See
Nah.
what we got.
No, or you can go like back home shit. Whenever I was trying to see some some shits and ass and all that stuff.
Shit and ass?
No, not no shit ass.
Okay.
But
Just checking.
when I wanted to see some some naked women,
Okay.
I would go to like the very last channel in the guide, and it'd be you can even see it's like fucking almost static, but you can kind of make out a nipple. You might be able to.
You
make
can
it
make
out.
out, yeah.
Nigga,
You know
you
what I'm
was
saying?
jacking off to the static nipples?
Staticky nipples?
As
Those
long as
are
you see one, what
yo
you talking
staticky
about?
nipples.
As long
are
as you
wild.
see one, bro.
That's
What are you
soft. That's
talking
softcore.
So just
that's
seeing one
softcore.
nipple?
Nigga, that's-
Cinemax
That
porn.
softcore gets you
Nigga, that was
hardcore.
everything.
Nigga, that's soft.
Everything you
to
needed when you
softcore.
was 13.
The softcore
boy.
get hardcore.
The softcore gets you hardcore.
Hey, look.
Got that
Hey,
volume on 2, baby.
Hey, I didn't even, hey, look. I ain't even gonna hold you,
All
bro.
you need
Scary
is-
hours.
I ain't even.
all you
I
need is
didn't,
a nice
yeah, dog. I was gonna say, dog. My graduation from like that softcore bullshit to like booty talk, like 89, whatever.
Woo, shout out booty.
You got
talk.
to 89?
Dog, I don't
Yo,
like because when
shit.
dog, when
fuck
I got
is
to
that?
I got
8th
to the
Street
game
Latinos.
late, bro. I got into the game like you know what I mean. Niggas was on like damn near on triple digits booty talks when I was like watching them motherfuckers like, you know. What
I
mean?
do
Yo.
remember the booty talks. They were
Dog.
just,
Or onion booty. Y'all niggas
I
ever
remember
watch
onion
onion
booty.
booty?
Onion booties. Yo, hold on.
Booty.
LimeWire used to have it all.
So let me tell y'all a story.
Fuck it up
Had them
with
all
some-
on my PSP. Hey,
That's
That nigga
portable
had-
porn.
That nigga was on.
Yo, imagine having a portable video game system with porn on it.
no, I had the whole other SD card. Almost fucked up. Left it at school. I would have been pinched.
Yo, they would have sent your ass to Alcatraz.
Dog.
That Kim K drop. She was like a new pair of Yeezys dropped.
This nigga would have been in the.
Let's.
Yo, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you a story. So my first job in the Bronx, I worked at a video store that also sold cell phones. So
Oh,
yeah, it's fucking wicked.
Did they also like was it a deli too?
How was
you know,
that
nigga?
application
No, it wasn't a deli.
process?
It wasn't
Did
a
you
deli.
just walk in? And say,
I literally just walked in. I was like, yo, I need a job.
Yeah,
And he
what-
said, when can you start? And I said, I can start tomorrow. He said, I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. So I was there from 4 p.m. to close, which is like 11 o'clock at night.
Jesus.
So I was there. So that was my first job. So I worked in the back with the video rentals and video rentals and video games, and also selling CDs. Like that's when CDs were still popping.
Right.
So in the front of the store, you sell cell phones, but in the back where the DVDs was and the video games and all that shit,
yes, sir.
there was also a small room for you to
You gotta
rent
go
porn.
to a black tent.
Yeah,
A
no,
little
it
yellow
was a
curtain.
legit door. It was a legit door. You open a little door. It's a small room. It's kind of like the size of this room. Nothing but porn in it. So
Sounds like adults only.
I was just gonna say like
it looked like adults only. So you go in there, you browse through your like the DVDs and shit to see which one you wanted, and then you rent it out. Like it was kind of like a Blockbuster. It was like a mom and pop Blockbuster.
Okay.
So then
Cockbusters.
Cockbusters, pretty much. So then we had a camera in there.
Pause.
We had a camera in that motherfucker,
You know.
and people didn't know we had a
Wow.
camera in there. And there was a small TV that would play porn in there. So there was this one dude that used to come in once a week, and he used to beat off in that little room. And he used to nut
And
in
you
a
had to
napkin.
clean
Hold
that
on.
room up.
No, he used to nut in a napkin. I never went in
Goddamn.
that motherfucker.
Whoa.
Goddamn,
Yeah.
Kev. I caught what you said, dog, with cockbusters, because when you bust, your cock busts.
No.
Dog. Pause. We almost let it go.
No.
Yo, Knife, this is where you need to take him to jail. Mark this. Flag that moment because he's out of here. He's fucking gone.
Yes,
I'm
you
sick
need
of
to
it.
go to prison.
I thought it was. I
No.
thought it was a double entendre.
They're definitely not a double entendre. That shit is wild. No,
Dog,
we're not
that's
doing
everything
that today.
but a double entendre.
But yes, we had a guy jerk off in there once a week. You know,
I have
It
one
was- it was
question.
a-
I have one question.
was a lot of
and
porn
I
in
want to
there.
hear what everybody else did. Over the last few
Do
months.
niggas in the Bronx, when they jerk off, do they have their gun in their lap too?
What kind?
I used to have a machete on my lap.
You
That's
when you
about
jacked off when you
fucking-
Whoa.
when you
No.
was twerking it you had
Whoa, what?
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 Whoa.
Oh, you're fucking finished.
That is jail for you too.
Close
nigga.
out your
He
fucking
said-
tab. You're going home.
hold on.
Close out your tab.
Are you
Can I-
nuts?
Can I just ask? So
Knife flag it.
he can have a machete in his lap while he's like rubbing one out. But
What did you call it though? We're grown men in here. What did you call it? Say it. Say it. Because we're gonna dig it back and we're gonna run it back. Say it.
I call it.
Say
mad
it.
about it. I call it twerking it.
Grown ass man, you know it's fucking.
I said
We remember last. You
Twerking
season he
it.
said went down. And he said went down on the chick. We was like, nigga, have you never eaten pussy before? Nigga,
Yeah.
You ever
You
went
know,
down on
went
a chick?
down on a chick.
Went
You're
down.
finished. You be in that joint twerking it,
Fucking
huh,
chopped.
Chief?
Yo, he got the sexual vocabulary of a 7-year-old.
Right, that's like the PBS version of saying
You
you
know
eat
what?
Pussy, nigga. If
what
you're going
did
down on a
niggas
chick-
do over the last 2 months? What did niggas do? All right,
Yo.
all right.
We got my boy
Yo,
Corey.
we're gonna go on to you. We're gonna go on to you, Corey.
Well, you know, did I tell you guys about the time that I lost my nose ring in some pussy?
Oh God.
Oh my God.
That is nuts.
This
That was,
had-
that was actually like a month and a half ago.
Can I just ask why? You know,
This nigga.
I gotta
goddamn.
get put in jail for all the bullshit I be saying.
No, listen.
But that nigga come out the gate with that, and we good.
Listen, you call
We
it going
haven't-
down on somebody. He could get away with this.
It's called
Getting right
fool's
to it.
gold.
Then she got home and was like, "Yo, it dropped out."
This is
How did
that
it drop
bathroom
out?
It
floor.
was probably you know like caught in like a pube or something.
Hold on. Like,
See, now you
hold on.
you done boosted her confidence because now she done saw some gold fall out of her shit and she thinks she alright.
Yo, son, I was about to say, like, wait,
Hey,
that
no,
shit.
girl.
Yo, the
Oh my
fucking
God,
nose
bitch,
ring.
you won't believe it.
Yo, the nose ring
I
just fell
got
out of
gold
her
falling
pussy.
out my pussy.
Yeah.
Yo, her pussy just wide open.
Hey.
Is she walking around and nose rings are falling out?
You
You
did
got-
the South
Woo!
Dallas swag in that joint.
But no, you know what?
Throw your
Yeah,
shoulders
man.
Wait,
out.
did you get
Yeah.
the nose ring
So
back?
I didn't want it back. You know, I just put my hoop in. So
Why didn't you want it back?
So it's an unclaimed nose ring out there floating around somewhere.
Probably on her floor.
Oh my
So,
God.
listeners,
I hope she threw it away.
if you find Corey's nose
Yo.
ring,
Yo,
wait, what he said?
if you find Corey's nose ring, like just
Please
don't
make
tell
sure
her.
to
First
auction
of
it
all,
off.
fuck everything we're talking about. What kind of puss you eating that your nose didn't fuck
What?
around and it got unhooked?
You got to put your whole face in it.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
You got to go.
Y'all ain't- Yo, what was that pastor's name?
Pastor
Oh.
Wilson.
Pastor Wilson.
I
That's
like
how
pussy.
you gotta be like, yo.
Was that the same pastor that stopped
Pastor
running
Corey
marathons?
J. Wilson.
That it what?
Was that the same pastor that stopped running marathons? Or
No, that nigga did not
The
stop
marathon
running
continues
motherfucking
with the
marathon.
tongue.
Yo,
Woo!
listen,
Oh
dog.
my God.
That
What?
nigga.
That's the truth.
What was that nigga's name that did the marathon in under 2 hours? Like
That's the truth.
the way that pastor was going in, that nigga was trying to break a record.
That
he
was
dog.
a
said
marathon
he's some. I think he's
continues.
Kenyan. I think
Something.
He's Kenyan.
That
That's all I
nigga
know.
was. So nah, Corey, I can see how you might have lost your nose ring.
Yeah, it was.
I
You
feel
know,
like-
it was, and it wasn't a hoop, so it was easy. You know, if I was,
Was
you
a
know,
stud?
Yeah, it was easy just to pull
How you
out.
gonna talk about his bitch like that?
Bad check.
Oh, we talking about the earring. My bad.
Yeah,
So you
cause
try something new.
yo,
Studs out?
Whoa.
Wait, what's going on?
Damn,
Hey.
Chief.
We're finished.
I done struck out in my day, but shit. I ain't
We're-
never done crossed over like that.
We're,
But yo, Corey, I got a question for you. So I once had a nose ring, and from what I understand, like
yes,
nose
sir. I
rings.
remember you had a nose ring.
Yeah, nose rings and
As you can
earrings
tell,
are
it's
slightly
not
different.
on there anymore. So he must have lost it in some
His
asshole.
might be in some ass.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna tell you how I lost a nose ring, but let's
He
just
lost
say
a
it's
nose ring in
gone.
Orange County.
Man, ain't no
Pussy
eating
white
no-
as Orange County.
Nah, nigga, ain't no way eating no.
Ah, Newport Beach, Dave. That's it.
Yeah, whatever.
NP.
That boy
Anyways,
was in
my
Laguna
nigga.
Beach for real, for real.
So hold on, dog. No, I got a question, dog.
Went off the deep end.
This nigga. So now, was it like an earring in your nose, bro?
Nigga was just
How the fuck an earring is gonna be a nose
Shut
ring?
the fuck up, bro.
Whoa!
Shut
What
the
the
fuck up,
Damn!
Corey.
Yo,
That
what's
aggressive.
up? I'm
Because
here.
I know
Shit.
you know, bro. You know
Absolutely.
that nose rings when they're studs, like it's like a
They-
hook or
they-
something.
Yeah, and it curls.
Yeah, but like sometimes you're gonna put like an actual earring in your nose. So what I'm asking you is like, did Shorty really like? Were you eating the box so much?
Man, if you don't
that
say the
Shorty,
word,
that
That was
Shorty
some
pulled the
nappy ass
hook.
pussy hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Just
the hook.
That was
You
nappy
call some
pussy.
snatch.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That's some nappy pussy hair right there.
that's all I'm asking, Corey. I just want to know the
Man, look, it
caliber
was
of
dark.
pussy that you're eating.
Everybody's black when the lights are out.
Boom, 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 boom in the dark. In the dark, in the
Nah,
dark, in
thank
the
you.
dark.
Thank you,
Hey,
Freeway,
in
for
the
shaking
dark,
your
in the
head.
dark, in the
Why
dark.
you agreeing
Hey.
with this nigga, Kev?
Nigga, you know when the lights are out.
I'm trying to lose my nose ring in some goddamn puss and butt.
Trying
And
to
I don't
lose
even
my
have
nose
one.
ring and
Hey,
lose my breath.
Hey, look, SB's bro.
Can you keep up?
This nigga here.
Yo, but no, that happened like a month and a half ago, man, and it was unfortunate.
Is she gonna frame your nose ring somewhere in her house?
I don't know.
Hopefully.
You know what she should do?
Asked that I want it back, and I was
You know what she should do?
You
should've
She
took it
should
back, bro.
pierce her pussy with your nose ring.
it's gonna fall out.
Why?
You need to just get the nose ring back and just throw it in there.
Just throw it in there.
Get the little double joint like the Chicago Bull logo.
Oh,
The Dennis Rodman logo.
Dennis
Yeah.
Rodman one, yeah.
There you go, Chief.
Look, I told her she can keep it.
All right, she gonna pierce her vagina with it.
Sheesh. Then it's gonna
Say
get caught in the
it's
next
cheaper to
minute.
keep
Whoa.
her.
Ha ha.
Hey, what that nigga say? It's cheaper to keep her, but I'm too rich for commitment.
Yeah.
Blueface.
Shout out Blueface.
Nah, if she get it.
Blueface said that?
Yeah.
That's a tough ass line.
Man,
Oh,
look,
that nigga-
Yo,
That's a tough ass-
we'll have to talk about it another episode. But niggas is acting
That
like
nigga
Blueface ain't had some shit.
Nah.
That's a tough
That
ass line.
verse
I
on
ain't
the
even
song,
gonna lie.
Kevin.
That's your heart. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
But other than that, man, just chilling, working. Me and Kevy, baby, went on. We were guests on Never Not Extra podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Never
Shout
not
out to
extra.
Shout out
Yes,
to them
man.
girls
Shout
over
out
there.
to
Shout out to them
Simone
ladies.
and Kirsten for inviting us on. Our boy Chris, baby, even called in. It was a
Oh,
good
Chris,
show.
you called in?
Yeah.
Chris Money.
Chris
Shout
called
out
in.
my
We
nigga
was
Chris.
really on
Chris
there, man.
Money.
So shout out to them. And yeah, bro, just writing, working, ready to get back to recording.
Glorious episode. I was faded too, by the way. If y'all listening, I was faded
Yeah.
on there.
Wear that crown in his system.
You're damn right.
Who loses a goose?
Don't get me started. But speaking of getting me started,
Let's go.
I had me a nice little last couple of months. Work's been going well. You know, Ho's still out here playing, but that's not here nor there. Actually, it's there because if a damn sure ain't here. But other than that, just been fighting the fight every Friday and Saturday, belonging to the streets.
There it is.
Saturday Night Raw.
But yesterday, me and Chris Money, we went to the Staples Center for a nice little showdown at the Hoedown. LeBron James versus Kawhi Leonard and them raggedy ass Clippers.
Thank you.
Sorry, David, for disrespecting your team.
Well, they originally from further down.
Yeah, but anyway, Kevin, you was.
It's for you. Orange County Dave.
But no, we was at the game real quick, and it was crazy. Like, it was mad Laker fans at the Clippers game. Like,
There you go.
it's not even like
Welcome
a
to Los
question.
Angeles.
First of all, enough. Okay,
Just
enough. Who's the starting point guard in 1978?
What?
Say it now.
You should
You
know
can't.
this one.
Was it Pistol Pete? I don't
Nigga,
know.
I don't
The
know.
Lakers,
Yeah,
the
like,
Lakers
what?
starting point
Wow.
guard in
Wow.
1978.
You all right?
Magic
fucking Johnson,
HIV
nigga.
Johnson,
I
nigga.
thought that nigga was point guard.
See,
in
we
the
can-
Wow.
I'm a little.
There's
lit,
one
ladies and
community
gentlemen.
we are finished in. I can tell you that. we
Damn, we lost our Los
What
Angeles
community is
Cardinals.
that?
Hey, look.
Shout out
If
to
we
all
lose
our-
that Los Angeles card, it's nobody's fault but y'all own. Y'all didn't have to ask me that question on air. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas could have waited till after the show to ask me that
Yo,
one.
Laker fans, listen to the show. You have someone that allegedly is a Laker fan here. He didn't know who the starting point guard was in
Hey.
1978.
and
Hold on, can I tell a funny? Hold on, Kev.
That's how you know he a Clipper fan and he from Orange County.
Kev, hold on, Kev, because I
He might be
know
from Minneapolis. With
the
the
story
original
Kev
Lakers.
is gonna tell is gonna be amazing. But can I just tell you guys a quick story about this shit?
Is that shit gonna be funny as a bitch?
Yeah, nigga. It's gonna be about funny than a motherfucker. Nah, bro. I remember when I was in high school, I got my. I forget what these seniors stole from me, like when I was in 9th grade.
Oh, you was getting bullied?
Damn, you got robbed.
Dog, these niggas was bullying everybody, but they had took something from me and it was like, yo, I want to say it was like I had an afro at the time. And these niggas took like my afro pick, and they was like, yo, if you can give us the
Afro
current,
picks,
Yeah.
Afro chicks. Let my
Yeah.
soul glow.
this nigga here,
With the pussy hair glow?
Hey,
these niggas said,
got
I
a
got
little
to
bling
name-
in it.
These
Bling,
niggas
bling.
said, fucking what's it called?
Bling bling ping.
Yo, this nigga is high. This nigga is high.
Yo, Travis Scott, let niggas know that I do the ad libs right around here, guys.
But nah, these niggas told me I had to name the starting 5 of the current Lakers, and I couldn't do it. So they told me I had to name Kobe's position.
You
Couldn't
should
do
know
it.
that.
Who?
Couldn't
That's
do
one
it.
of the.
Kobe's position.
How the fuck you don't know Kobe's position?
Dog, it was bad, bro.
Yo, you are a terrible human being.
Oh yeah, quite easily. I honestly could have told you that without even telling you the story. So niggas kept my shit for a couple weeks, bro. When I finally got it back, like the nigga was just like, dog.
What did they keep?
They brushed
like
their
my
fucking
Afro pick.
ass hairs with the
Yo, I don't
damn Afro
want
pick.
I don't want no Afro pick.
I mean, yeah, dog.
I don't want
watched
that
it.
pick back anymore.
Yeah, dog. I
Why
watched
would you
it,
give it back? Yo, if you're listening to this and you took Dave's Afro pick in high school, why did you take it? Why did you give it back?
And you ain't stab him with
You
it?
sick fuck.
Them Orange County
All right, I
kids
guess
can be
I
so
feel you,
cruel.
bro. Why would you want this nigga to stab me with it, bro?
No, I'm saying when you get that pick back, you ain't stab them, nigga.
Oh, I should have stabbed him. I should have stabbed him,
Shove
bro.
right
That
in
would
the
make a
fucking
good idea.
eyeball.
That's self-defense, even though it's 3 weeks late, but we're going to run it.
But anyway, this nigga LeBron James was some cheeks.
LeBron
And not the
James.
kind you get on a Friday night.
Saturday
He
Night
was
Raw.
trash. Still had a nice little 18, but the turnovers was just nuts. Like, Lakers definitely is a presence. Lakers home game would be crazy. Clippers even is crazy because they was running it up and Paul George wasn't even in the game.
Nope.
But Contavious Caldwell Pope.
Should not be in the NBA.
I honestly,
Oh my God.
I have never in my
KCP,
life wanted
okay.
to put a
Contagious
black man
Caldwell
in jail,
Pope.
bro.
Man.
This nigga needs to go back.
KP.
This nigga needs to go back.
He needs to go back, bro.
First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. KCP is a real nigga, and I will not bash him like that, although he had a horrible game. It's also the same man who played with a fat-ass goddamn ankle monitor
bro.
on.
That nigga
And
was in jail,
You
bro.
have to be a real nigga to do that. I'm sorry.
That's some
no
gangster
cap.
shit.
You go to the Staples Center and you go home, and you're getting a bag?
Goddamn right.
Take me to jail, too. Hey. But last night he didn't do not shit, and he was free. So, I'm going to tell you right now, NBA has started. It's kicked off. Finally, Sports Center's not going to be ass. Ain't going to be no fucking golf on there. Don't have to see Barry Melrose whack ass, no hockey on there. We got
Goddamn
basketball.
funeral suits on.
They say, all right, we're going to turn it to Barry Melrose. All right,
Notice.
time for me to carry my punk ass to sleep
Barry be stiff as fuck.
with the slick back. Hey.
My man still got a mullet in
Barry
2019.
Barry Melrose
stiff.
got cracked the egg in his hair and just combed backwards. Barry Melrose got a goddamn gladiator omelet in his hair.
But fucking the Clipper fans, there's gonna be more Clipper fans in later games because it looked like a Laker game because you're in LA, you're playing against the Lakers, so it's gonna look like Laker fans. There's gonna be a lot more Clipper fans at other home games, just not against the Lakers. Against the Lakers, there's gonna be way more Laker fans in there. The
Take me to
The Lakers kept force feeding Anthony Davis. I don't know why he never got force fed. And in New Orleans, they let him work.
You say horse fed?
Force fed.
Oh,
Force fed.
Now,
I know a
why
bitch.
in the
I
name
know
of
it.
all that is good in the world?
But they force fed him.
I know a few.
Oh, damn. Bitch like a corn pudding.
Yo, Freeway, can we just put these niggas on trial for the rest of the episode? I know we had like topics and like there's a lot of stuff we went to discuss, but like maybe we just skip over that and just put these niggas on trial. Like,
Oh, my God.
So then,
Baby, won't you swing my way?
but yeah, it was
God.
it was an entertaining game. It was an entertaining game. It's gonna be a good year, man. I think personally, the Clippers are gonna win the whole thing this year. Personally, I think that team is way too good.
shit.
From top to bottom, that team is the best team in the NBA.
Lake
Top to
Show all
bottom.
the way.
You think
And
they
LeBron-
better
and
than
listen.
the Houston Rockets?
I like the Rockets, but I want to see them. I want to see them play. I want to see how Russ and James play together.
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, they play tomorrow. I want to see how they play together. But other than that, I think the Clippers, like, just on paper and from
Clippers
what
look
you saw
real good.
yesterday without Paul George,
Yeah, they look. Yeah,
that
solid.
team is solid, man.
Yeah,
That team is
they're
really
solid.
fucking good. And Zion's already hurt. He's already on a wheelchair, so he gonna have to lose like 40 pounds.
Yeah, Zion's thick
him.
ass ain't playing no time soon. It's
Yeah,
quiet
yeah.
for him. He can be in a Denny somewhere. Eating goddamn shrimp and
He gonna be at,
You know that
at
Denny-
Lucille's
You know all the
Smokehouse.
Denny's in New Orleans got shrimp and grits.
Woo! No thing.
shrimp and grits and pancakes. He's gonna have a hell of a time.
That is a-
Fucking Zion gonna eat that shit through a straw. He's just gonna blend everything together, just drink it through a straw.
That is.
Damn.
He might as well do that right on the pot.
my
Because it's going in
God.
and coming out.
Zion better
Sweet
stay away from them
Jesus.
white women. He gonna get caught up before he can get to touch the hardwood.
But they touched the heart.
I was just gonna say, I was waiting for it. I was like, yeah.
That's what. So
One
what
of
else?
them
you
white
do?
Stones touch the hardwood, and it's quiet.
My boy Zion from South Carolina. But yeah, other than that, man,
Yeah.
it was a lovely little game. You
It
know,
was. Yo, actually, hold on. Somebody brought up the Rockets, right? Somebody. I got a
Yeah.
question. So y'all niggas know a bit more about. Obviously, y'all niggas know a bit more about the NBA than I
Yes,
do.
yes.
I got a question. So that fucking that whole China Rockets
Okay.
NBA shit. Can somebody like just break that down and explain it to me? Cause like I'm hella
So
confused.
the
Pass
Rockets.
it to Jimmy.
So the Rockets were in China for like the annual like preseason games in China shit that the NBA does just to expand.
Because the Warriors
Yeah,
went
yeah,
out there.
yeah. Like
and,
it's just to expand their like the league and shit.
yeah, it makes
so
sense.
obviously, China also, for the listeners who don't know that, don't pay attention to shit. China is pretty much America's bank. So we use China for everything. We use China for everything. Like we make everything in China. We are in debt trillions of dollars to China. So they're literally our bank. So then the Rockets go over there, and Hong Kong is a Democratic Republic of China, I guess. Like they're free. They're a free nation as opposed to communist China. And Daryl Morey, the GM of the Rockets, said that he stands with Hong Kong. And that he likes what they're doing, and everyone it should be a democratic nation. Everybody should be free, all that bullshit. So then, the Chinese government pretty much went on a fucking tirade. They just went.
Them niggas were Disney, basically, just
Yeah.
canceling everything.
Yeah,
last season.
So they cut off. So they cut off the Rockets contract. They don't want the Rockets to play any more games over there. The Rockets are the second most popular team in China, and that's
Who's the
because-
first? The Knicks? Hey.
I don't know, to be honest. We should look that up, but I have
I
not.
feel like it'd be the
The Lakers. Okay,
Mavericks.
so the Lakers are number one team in China, and then the Rockets are number two, mostly in part because Yao Ming played on the Rockets. He's from China, but the Chinese government wants him out. And my thing, and my biggest issue with that was, you can't try to defend Hong Kong when you have 12 black dudes on your team and you don't defend them. So whatever's going on in social,
You don't,
social
you don't defend
That's
home.
right.
that-
That's
that-
right,
yeah,
yeah.
that's my issue with it. But I can see why the Chinese government had an issue with him, because they're like, yo, mind your business.
yeah.
You're not from here. You don't live here. Mind your business. There's nothing got to do with you.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand why they were upset. So now,
So check this out. What did LeBron say to have everybody up in arms?
Wasn't it?
LeBron kind of, he didn't say it directly, but adjacent, he said that Daryl Morey was like uneducated on the topic and should have never spoke. So it kind of looked like LeBron was siding with communist China, because LeBron obviously knows the connection that China has with the NBA and the U.S. government and all that shit, and knows how much we actually need the Chinese. So it looked like LeBron was on communist China's side. So everyone is now shitting on LeBron for it, and as he needed
They burning Heat jerseys.
yeah, so they was burning LeBron's jersey in China pretty much, and that went to shit over there. So the salary cap is gonna drop for like 5 or 6 teams in the NBA.
Oh,
So
wow.
now 6 teams are gonna lose money because of what Daryl Morey said, and
Oh,
the
shit.
Chinese government wanted him fired, but the commissioner of the NBA said, we're not doing that shit. Like,
Which
we're
makes
not.
sense.
But yeah, because if you let somebody else dictate how you run your business, that
Then
just
it's
shows
over.
that-
Yeah.
it's over.
Adam Silver got a little pair on him.
Yeah, so now it's gonna be real interesting what happens now, because now you lose China, that's trillions of dollars you're losing out on. So
God damn.
it was just over a tweet that he deleted. So
Twitter,
and some
man.
Chinese motherfucker caught it.
Twitter, look, Twitter will get your ass in trouble.
They caught his ass.
Speaking of Twitter, like definitely follow us on Twitter too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
for sure.
Miseducated Pod.
Yes,
The
sir.
Miseducated Pod on Twitter.
We
Follow
about
us
to start
under.
posting a whole bunch of reckless shit, fat butts, sports, fat butts, fat butts.
And we're gonna post Corey's vagina nose ring somewhere in
We gonna
there,
find it.
and we're
Absolutely.
gonna look for
Pause.
David's Afro pic, and we're gonna try and put it in there somewhere
gonna
on
try our
the
damn
on a
best.
timeline. We're gonna
And
try
I-
and find that shit.
I think earlier.
And baby pics. Everybody love baby pics, especially the little bitches. You know, come over and say coochie coochie coo.
Wait, what little
Tickling
bitches?
my
What
cock.
age? What age range are you
and what
talking
baby
about?
pics are we talking about? Who's baby pics?
Saying like if we post baby pics of ourselves, the hoes love baby pics. Then they'll come through. Ladies, y'all like baby pics? Y'all
That
gonna
nigga
come
sound
through?
like they just going.
Fuck.
Why does
Act
Tom
like
run
y'all
to the
not
microphone
They
like
gonna pop
that?
up and be like, yes, yes.
Well, I'm so glad you asked, Kev. Yes, we do.
I'm gonna post a baby pic of myself, and I bet you I get hoes.
How much you want to bet?
Shit, we can bet your goddamn Newport Beach High School jersey. I don't care.
A pack of
The
Newports.
Cougars.
The
It
Newport
was-
Beach Stallions. It was the Stallions.
It was the Jaguars and it was Inglewood. Okay,
Yo, that's the Newport Beach fucking mascot Jaguars. That shit kind of hard a little
nigga,
bit.
fuck Newport Beach.
Niggas look like the Jacksonville Jaguars, probably.
Nigga, fuck Jacksonville too.
Right. Whoa. What would
The
you?
1,000 Steps Beach Jaguars.
Fuck 1,000 Steps too, nigga.
Yeesh, they play at Disneyland.
You know what?
So
I
since
hate
we're taking
niggas.
time out of our day
You fucking right we are.
to make fun of our coworker here, let's get into how Charlemagne is a fucking snake,
Oh my God.
and he let Gucci Mane talk shit about his
Who,
coworkers.
That was actually kind of crazy. Bro.
Yeah.
So who wants to give the backstory of how it led into that? Like,
Can I
Yeah, you
go
got
ahead,
it.
get a
Go ahead.
backstory. Go ahead.
Yeah.
chime into this motherfucker?
Let's see what you got, nigga.
Nah, so
Yeah, breath.
as everybody might, anybody who knows Gucci Mane or knows of Gucci Mane may know, he spent a few years or more than a few years when he was on drugs. While he was on drugs, there was a time when he I guess he went on a rant on
I remember that rant.
Yeah, he went on a rant on Twitter. A lot of
He
people
going
might have
off
seen
on
it.
fucking
That nigga-
everybody.
Yo, that nigga said a whole lot of shit.
But then again, what would spark that? And that's just my opinion. Why would he dig that out of nowhere? But keep going.
Yeah, so that's honestly, I'm of that exact same opinion. I know he was on drugs at the time. Then a lot of it might have been coming stemming from that whole whatever drug he might have been on. But at the end of the day, personally, I feel there was some truth to a lot of what this nigga was saying. He was saying a lot of different things about just different celebrities. Point being though,
yeah.
he had said himself after.
And it didn't sound like no outlandish shit either. It wasn't nigga like this nigga was saying they was.
It wasn't nothing too crazy. It was just just the nature of it, how it sort of sounded. It was all right, this nigga might be on drugs. And he admitted he was on drugs, whatever, right? Around that time, Yo Gotti did an interview on the Breakfast Club where he mentioned the shit.
That's a 5-star bitch.
Yo, he mentioned
that
something
video.
about the interview, and he mentioned to Angela Yee that he's had sex with some of his friends. And mind you, Gucci was in jail at the time he did the interview, but he said he's had sex with some of his friends, girls, and he didn't know that was their girl at the time until after the fact, and at least implied that he might have still been having sex with these people, right? Fast forward, Gucci gets out of jail, gets clean, becomes a Gucci Mane that we currently know, right?
Wow.
He goes on a Breakfast Club and he tells Angela Yee, we.
I remember that meme because he was like, yo,
Yeah, where he was yo,
you were trying to sock this cock.
Yeah, you was
I
trying to
remember.
get at me about
Yeah, you were trying to
whoop,
suck
whoop,
this
and she was
cock in the
nah,
hotel.
nigga, you playing whoop whoop whoop. And she was like, no, and he was like, no, you really tried to get at me, you really
We got the
we
receipts.
was at whoop whoop whoop, went to this and
Can you woo woo woo?
Can you woo woo woo? Bitch, be mine. Oh, mine. This has been brought to you by the good niggas of Curly Juice Spray and
This for the niggas
Vaseline,
that don't put lotion on
petroleum
before they put
jelly.
socks on.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Do poor niggas put petroleum jelly in their beards? Because
Poor niggas?
yeah, because I'm just trying this little shit out for the first time, and I don't know what to put on it.
Nigga, you don't got enough hair to put
Yeah,
anything
dog.
on there.
Let's grow it out first and talk about what we.
See, I tried
let
to
it
tell
keep
Chris
growing.
Money. I was like, yo, I don't
keep
got no
growing,
beard,
No, you
man.
don't got enough hair yet. You gotta let that shit keep going. Yeah, keep going.
And no parts of it.
Let it
connect.
grow.
I'm used to being clean
Let
face,
it
Kevin.
grow.
You see, Corey, he probably just put a lot of ass juice on his shit. You know,
Ass
Corey
juice.
literally just eats ass and pussy.
Ass.
That is-
Hey.
That is the only lubricant going inside of his beard.
You
I
better
can
believe
tell
it.
you because, as you can see from my beard, we share tips.
Y'all niggas got beards.
I
Beards.
hate both of y'all niggas.
Y'all is some Billy Goat's gruff motherfuckers.
Niggas is jealous.
Ah,
Niggas is
you
jealous.
gotta let it grow.
Hey, there it is.
All
There
right,
it is.
continue, Dave.
Frozen.
Continue with your Gucci Mane story.
Let it grow.
black in this motherfucker.
This
Man,
nigga
put
has
that
a-
goddamn black out before you
That
get back in the
black and-
guap.
He
that
put a
damn
black and
down.
mild in
Balling
his
like
mouth.
an athlete, but got no jumper, just blacks.
There you go. Nah, hold on. Let me get back into this.
A blickety black.
Blickety black.
Yeah, get
Nah,
back in the
so
Suave.
Gucci. I think I left off with Gucci at Breakfast
Yeah,
Club,
Breakfast
right?
Club, yes.
Yeah.
Gucci's at Breakfast Club. He's saying to Angela Yee, yo, you know what I mean? We did this, you know what I mean? You tried to get at me, whoop, whoop. She's denying it. Gucci's genuinely confused. She's trying to be polite, you know what I mean, behind the whole shit. So whatever. We don't hear much about it for a few years. Recently, Gucci went on Insta when he was promoting his album and said that Breakfast Club banned him. Said that, he's not allowed on Breakfast Club. Didn't necessarily say why, but, people, put two and two together. And there was a website. I don't know the website off the top of my head. But there was a website that said that the reason Gucci doesn't fuck with Breakfast Club, it's not a real band.
Right,
He's
right.
essentially saying he doesn't want to go on the show because
Yeah.
that interview that Yo Gotti did right after Gucci went on that little rant. Gucci essentially associated whatever that nigga was saying happened
with them.
With like okay, like Yo Gotti pretty much said like, oh, I fucked this bitch
Then I parked my car.
it's actually, Yo Gotti.
So I like
Yo
wonton soup.
Gotti.
That shit came out. Niggas did not know how to act.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out to
was
Lil
one of
B,
them.
bro, for real.
I was one of them.
I kind of can get why all these little fucks like all these SoundCloud rappers, because when that dumb nigga came out, you had
Dog.
no choice but to fuck with him.
Dog.
Like,
But nah,
nigga.
So
I probably really wore Vans that look like sneakers out here, huh?
Hey, bro.
That shit dropped on the East Coast and we were confused.
The Vans really look like sneakers, bro.
Bro, we were like, so
I
what?
had my Vans on,
Who
bro.
the fuck are y'all?
But they look like sneakers, right? And then there was the Fuck Vans song, bro. That shit was hard too.
Oh, y'all had a whole conglomerate of
Bro,
shit
it
out
was-
You
here.
made a fuck Van song?
Dog, there was a whole like yo, fuck Vans shoes. They skateboard sneakers.
Damn.
But nah, nigga. Gucci, right?
Goo-wop.
So Angeli, like, you know, they all talk about it. What's that nigga name? It's not Ebro, it's Envy. He was pretty much, you know, just like, yo, he was trying to get to the bottom of it. He personally didn't seem like he had a stake in the shit at all, right? So fucking Gucci somewhat. Now this is where I get really confused and where I agree with you that this nigga might really be a snake, because at some point, you know, after, you know, they had this discussion on Breakfast Club regarding this whole Gucci shit, Charlamagne does an interview with Gucci, you know what I mean? And Ali, you know what I mean? They kind of talk about like the whole situation at hand. And in it, Gucci kind of mentions that he doesn't fuck with Envy for one reason or another, that they almost had a conversation, or that, you know, he almost pressed Envy behind some shit and, like, you know, the shit didn't happen. And that I didn't quite see what he said about the whole Angela Yee thing, but kind of based on what Angela Yee was saying, I kind of believe her, bro. Just because she was saying, like, you know, whatever the fuck Gucci was talking about, what interview that nigga said that they was supposed to link up at, you know, didn't actually ever occur.
But why would Gucci Man tell a tale, a fable?
So here's what I think.
Why would
bro.
Goo-wop lie to us?
It's
Has he
Gooch.
ever lied?
Here's what I think about it, cause I mean, you know, let's be you know, serious for a couple moments.
Let's
you know what I mean?
be niggas forever. Though.
Yeah, no, and let's be niggas forever. No, straight up, no, straight up. Like, we all grew up around niggas that was real life. Like, all right, nigga, you been strung out on some drugs. You might be straight now, but like, you was strung out at one point. So
I don't think I was that nigga though.
okay, so I guess
Chesterfield.
nah, I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
you might
like,
have been strung out on some shit, but you cool now. Come in my house, and then
Like
when
you
I
just
go
did meth for like the last 10 years and shit, but now you cool. You know, you cool now.
Yeah, you cool with that. I'm just saying, you know, like, but y'all done talk to, like, you know,
Yeah, no, I got you.
niggas who used to do drugs and shit. Like, you know, they might tell you a story and they're like, it might be two things I was trying to say. That nigga might have texted Angela Yee some shit. It might have been some such shit. She might have texted this nigga back something like mad polite, like, you know what I mean, not trying to fuck up the relationship, like, you
And
know
that
what
was
I mean?
all he
'Cause it's, like,
needed.
professional. And as far as I know, it's concerned, like, oh, you know, she coming up to fuck, you know what I mean? She curved me, whoop whoop whoop.
Gucci Man has enough money to get somebody to dig up the text.
I'm surprised nobody's
He's gonna
like actually
text
dropped some
Apple
shit.
himself. Like, yo, Apple, find these texts.
Mm-hmm. They gonna come out.
Low key, the conspiracy durag is on. I'm
Oh,
feeling
shit.
like you know, outside of this being some type of album promotion, my nigga.
It could be album promotion for all we know, man.
sure.
These guys,
Yeah.
yo, for some reason, rappers get like really innovative now with how they promote their albums, and they try to
Dog,
like sneak
niggas-
it in on us. But then like an album or a single drops like shortly right after. I'm like, oh, that's what you was doing, you fucking cornball.
Niggas got to make points off these motherfucking streamings.
I
you know
feel
what I'm
that.
saying? So
But yeah, Charlamagne is a
But
snake
yeah,
because
I agree.
in that interview, he let Gucci go ahead and talk shit about all his coworkers. He let him say that if he sees DJ Envy outside, they're gonna scrap.
They gonna scrap. He call him pussy. I know. I can just tell without even hearing him say it. how
That's
he
not
said
really
pussy.
fair. It's not fair.
Pussy.
Because then he really sees DJ Envy, and DJ Envy is a successful black man, and he decides not to partake in fisticuffs, then he will be labeled what we all know is a bitch. But these days, you cannot take the higher road or the ladder, because then you will be labeled a bitch or scared. So Gucci, Goo-wop, sees Envy in public, you know, and checks him. Envy takes the high road. What happens?
I mean, Envy got a swing on him.
But the thing about it
That's
is,
an open threat. That's an open.
Even
threat
if they
now.
weren't
That's
coworkers,
true.
your number one thing is defend the lady, right? But do
Right,
you
yeah.
defend the lady if you don't know if she's the liar or he's the liar?
Hey man, all I'm saying is, if we go on an interview, let's say we all go on an interview, which we will.
Eventually,
Fucking right we are.
So we go on an interview, and then the interviewer just starts talking shit about one of y'all, and the person
You can't let that ride.
that's not there, like let's say Kev isn't there,
Right.
and then the person interviewing us starts talking shit about Kev, like they had a past or whatever it was. They're talking shit about Kev. We gonna sit there and allow that shit to
No,
happen?
sir.
Like,
Nah, that's
Ain't
OD.
gonna-
you
no,
see
we
what I'm
ain't
saying?
let
Like
that
because
ride.
that's
because now Charlemagne, he has to go back in there, and he has to work with Envy and Angela Yee every day now.
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm Envy, I'm like, yo, my man, like you couldn't like check him or something, like you couldn't talk to him.
I would have
You
almost
say something?
respected the fact that if I went on World Star and they would have said Charlemagne gets in the heated argument with Gucci while interviewing him over co-stars, then I would have been like, okay, this isn't an interview coming out. This is like a video of an altercation coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it would have been more like, okay, yeah, it was an interview, but then it stopped short because they got into an altercation. So damn, he was defending his coworkers, but he didn't. He was calling him a bitch, and Charlemagne was just like, yeah. What fucking Kawhi say last night?
Hey.
Fucking Charlemagne did the Kawhi last night. Yeah,
Hey.
envy a bitch. Hey.
To me, like, you know what I mean? And honestly, like
Yeah.
personally, like that's pretty much the way I'm seeing it. Because like I just told y'all the whole thing. Like to me, like it just seems like, all right, clearly Gucci is just like off. He might like, man, a little off a track. Even if Angelique's kind of lying, like I could fully believe like, all right, Gucci might be like even like a smidge mistaken. So I just feel like, all right, Charlemagne, if you interviewing this nigga, like even if it's like Gucci's like doing it for albums or whatever, like album sales or whatever, like bro, you were literally just doing this shit for views, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know for a fact what this nigga's about to come on this motherfucker and say. Like, so like for instance, say hypothetically, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was getting interviewed with regard to the show, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like or any show, you know what I mean, that they might
Nah, this show.
No, this
this
show,
show
nigga.
specifically.
I think I know where you're going with this, but continue.
You know what I'm saying?
Continue.
And it's like you have an idea of like, okay, I know if I get this nigga on my show and I ask him certain questions with regard to the show that
I'm gonna get
that
the views, I'm
person
gonna get the clicks.
has an issue with, they're gonna say a certain thing, and it's gonna like regardless of what, because
That's whole shit though.
yeah, but you know, shout out to my nigga Chris Money because he brought up a good point. What was the interview initially about? And from what I understand, I could be wrong because I didn't see the entirety of the thing, or I just seen mostly like, you know, decent amount of clips. From what I understand, it was something about mental health, or it might have been something about.
I'm gonna be totally honest.
I'm
with you.
tired of Charlemagne and his mental health shit. I'm sick and
because
tired
I
of that
think
shit.
Right.
that's his shit, right?
There's a guy that has a beef with a show that you're a part of, and then you get a one-on-one with this guy, and you're legit talking about mental health. No.
That's
You're
what I'm
gonna be the
saying,
one that
bro.
clears it up, but you
Right.
call dibs, and you want to be the one to clear it up on your platform.
So
'Cause
is it-
probably
it's
was a
selfish.
Breakfast Club interview
It's
with
selfish.
Gucci
Yeah.
in the mix about to happen, and then Charlemagne was like, no, I'll do it one-on-one since there's tension, or maybe he didn't care.
Yeah.
But he's right. Whoever said it, he wanted views, he wanted clicks, and now we know that Charlemagne actually has his own project, which I didn't know before.
What project?
Well, because you know he also.
He has his own podcast or whatever he interviewed him
well,
on.
because
Oh no, not a
he interviewed-
podcast. He stole Joe Budden's whole shit. That pull up
that-
shit
the
Joe
pull-up.
Budden does.
Exactly.
Charlemagne did the whole thing. He does like
Shout
a
out to Joe
one-on-one sit
Budden
down with people.
for real. Before
yeah,
the
shout out to Joe
Drake
Budden for
beef
that.
and everything, you still had your podcast, so it wasn't no popular shit.
Yeah.
You really was doing your thing.
Very
Shout out.
true.
No, shout out to Joe.
But you know, and then also, yeah, because like Kev said, Charlemagne had his own side project. He had interviewed the whole cast of Girlfriends like the week or before or something. Like
Yeah.
that.
And
So,
nobody saw it. All that ass, and I didn't see
I saw
it.
it.
And you didn't tell us.
Man, look, I thought everybody knew. You just, you know, when shit's attached to it, you just assume everybody knows.
Tracy Ellis, baby.
Tracy Ellis, baby.
Sweet
Hey,
Tracy
but
Ellis,
see,
baby.
But even with regard to that now, so if I will bet any amount of money, like I'll literally even bet my position on this podcast. If Charlemagne
Oh,
the
boy.
God knew that he could interview Black Aunt Viv, you know
He
what I'm
would.
saying? Like say it was the 90s, right? Charlamagne the God can interview Black Aunt Viv, like fresh of her, like off her coming off Fresh Prince or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's gonna interview her. Now, if he could interview light skinned Aunt Viv right after, because I don't know if y'all know too much about the light skinned Aunt Viv.
We
but,
know
like,
about all that. It's our aunties.
You know what I mean? Yeah, she did like a whole lot, like even like as much shit as people give her, like outside of whatever
Oh,
she
Daphne
did with
Maxwell
Fresh
Reed
Prince.
is very very accomplished.
Yeah,
Shout
she's
out
like
Tim
an
Reed.
accomplished,
Very accomplished.
Shout out
not
Petersburg.
even just black woman. She's just an accomplished person. on this
Absolutely.
planet, you know what I'm saying? But like, if Charlamagne the God knew he had the opportunity to interview both those women in succession, you know what I mean? Regardless of what the fuck his show's about, that nigga's taking the opportunity. And I think that needs to be said. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this nigga is
He's an opportunist.
he's an opportunity.
He's trying to capitalize off of. He's kind of like what Oprah does. Like he's just capitalizing off of just issues in black in black communities.
Ooh, they called Oprah Winfrey. Then they say she is her and other people. They've called her like pimp, like a pimp of black culture.
Yeah, like
Charlamagne low key is trickling into that little realm there, especially using the mental health bag that he's in right now. Like how you go from being the most disrespectful man in radio and being known for making fun of people now to just being sympathetic, talking about mental health and caring about all these people that you made fun of. Now you care about their mental health and you want to care about your mental health and all that shit.
I'm gonna be honest. To his defense, I think it's a part of his maturity and his growth. Only because nobody would take him seriously if he didn't get in his little serious lane. I'm not saying that lane's genuine, but I am saying that like he realized.
You could say that, but I could say it's just him rebranding and trying to touch on
right,
right.
I think you know what? I think it would be easier to digest him doing this if he wasn't still doing the Breakfast Club. Like if he wasn't still like doing the Breakfast Club, still on niggas' heads, still like you know what I'm saying.
But to his defense. And I'm going to say this with the utmost confidence. To Charlamagne the God's defense, he is the Stephen A. Smith of interviewers. I'd rather watch Charlamagne rather than Ebro. He asks those questions. He edges people on. He's annoying. And it kind of makes it. He's who he is today. He wouldn't have a book deal if he wasn't on there being annoying and challenging people.
Now,
so,
I'd rather watch
get
a few
that.
people before
Really?
But even outside
Big Boy out here in LA.
Oh yeah, Big Boy. Yeah.
But Big Boy is nice. When I think of Big Boy, he doesn't get to the axe the shit. Nobody gets mad at Big Boy ever.
Homie. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
and
like that's what people want to see. The
I
drama.
like Ebro too before I like Charlamagne.
But you know what? The thing about Charlamagne, even with regards to like the whole interviewing thing, is like you could still be in your mental health bag and still be like what's that
Ebro wear them little Supreme hats too, so he look like an old nigga just trying to still be in the mix.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
what's
your
all right, Ebro, we get it. Charlamagne's gonna talk about some butt and city girls.
That's what I want to hear. Who's the?
Fix My Life.
Yama.
The lady.
I can't stand that broad.
Yo, but okay, you can't. But yo, look, I don't know if anybody here has ever watched your show. Like
the way watch.
This nigga, the way she really try to fix motherfuckers' lives, you know what I mean? Like she'll really try to get down to the nitty gritty, and she's like all in mental health or whatever, right? So like it's a way like Charlamagne can do it, still kind of stay true to that, like yo, like you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get at you, I'm gonna get at your neck, like I'm gonna really be on your head.
We're gonna tie it. We're kind of put a bow around it when we're done with all this.
You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be like on some like okay, I'm on your head or I'm clowning you or I'm like even like that sir shit, the whole like him not going like I get.
Hold on a goddamn second. Hold on. I'm glad you brought that up. Sir, get the fuck out of here.
Hold on. What did Sir say? What the fuck?
No. What happened was they was on his head about his name, bro, and like that nigga was just not. He wasn't having it.
There wasn't really on his head. There wasn't really on his head. Like Charlamagne was being Charlamagne. You know, Sir, the R&B singer.
From Inglewood,
Sir, that's his government name, Sir. That's his government. Charlamagne said that Sir sounds like the name of like a hood nigga trying to like be fancy.
Right.
And then Sir got mad serious about it. He said, you know what? You're going to address me as Sir now. You're going to call me Sir. And I was like, yo, like, bro.
He really did not need to do that.
Like,
that just means that you're really just...
As soon as you walk into the Breakfast Club, you know what you're getting into.
Right.
So don't act like you ain't know that they was going to do that shit when you walk in there. Don't do that.
Okay, but...
He a cornball.
But to
Good
me...
thing you not from Inglewood. Good thing you not from there.
We got to let you know.
Nah. The point I was trying to make with that was just that with a nigga like Charlamagne, like when you know, like, okay, you be on that mental health shit and you be on like that jokey shit. If I walk into a, like, say any individual of us walk into a Breakfast Club we know these niggas be on jokey. The second, like, you know, this thing kind of get on your head, and then next second he want to ask you like a regular ass question about like your mental health, and then after that he want to be like on some like, oh, like, you know, woo woo. It's hard to like, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean.
Inglewood Sir's defense, it's a Friday night. You got some cheeks coming over. Baby, I'm just trying to let my hair down. That Inglewood Sir will get you some cheeks. Not only will it get you some cheeks, it will keep you some cheeks.
Kev got some payola going on here.
Yeah, dog, I don't know what's happening here.
He's getting stipends.
Yeah, for real.
We're talking hind pots. Okay? Not everybody can talk about it because you know why? Single. Hey. Life.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta be one of the brothers, you know what I'm saying? I'm just having fun. All right.
I hate y'all niggas.
Yo, man. This is a one of a kind podcast.
It's really like just watching. Oh my god! I wish niggas could have seen like that high five.
Am I gonna get some cheeks with this Sparklet? Or am I gonna get some cheeks with that Crown Royal?
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. With regard to the Sparklets, literally nothing's gonna happen. You know what I mean regarding the Sparklets.
Exactly.
Well, go ahead and pour up some of that Crown. You know what I'm saying? Because
to get into our music bag, this nigga Dave is talking about something. We ain't trying to hear.
Oh no, dog! I don't know. Kev was about to shout out Sparklets, and I was just letting him know, like, you know what I mean. We don't have to shout that out.
Time to get into the music.
Oh
bag.
my goodness!
Wait, what did he just pull out of the bag?
What in the fuck
what
is
the
this?
fuck did he just do?
At?
Yo, oh my god!
I gotta get the print.
It's time to get in the fucking music bag.
As he is saying, let's get into our music bag. He pulled a bedazzled glove out of his bag, and he has it on, and he's staring at it like he's a Power Ranger, and he's about to morph.
Shorty run you up with one of those, your shit gonna be hurting them all.
If Shorty run you up with one of those.
Yo, ain't no
Whoa! I got it. I know what you.
Ain't no loop in the world gonna save you from that.
Dog. Not even as a joke.
The king of pods are back, motherfuckers. So let's get into the music.
The world's most dangerous podcast.
Let's go.
Quite easily, bro.
So that was a good segue to get into from Inglewood, Cornball Sir, into the R&B, into the R&B bag.
I gotta get the.
Corey wanted to get into a little music talk, a little R&B talk, the state of the R&B culture.
R&B culture. So how y'all feel about Summer Walker and her album and all of that?
Shit trash. She's trash.
I haven't listened to the entirety of it, bro. But
I listened to 2 songs.
Yeah, I'm not a big R&B fan though. If I gotta keep.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Get him the hell out of here.
He is
you
finished.
Nuts?
Nah, I fuck with R&B. Like Sunday mornings, you wake up early.
It's for
you throw on
niggas that
some
get
R&B.
cheeks, okay?
Period.
Not niggas that
Period.
beat meats.
This nigga is mad. Yeah. Irate. It's livid.
But I tell you what, man, like, I think it's all just gimmicky.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to one of my homegirls about it, and, like, you're not just gonna, now you just so in love with London on the Track.
So how
right?
long? Because I've heard. I even saw. Was it yesterday that they like kind of broke up and got back together?
That
And
nigga brought her hella.
It's
teddy bears on
Offset.
stage.
Meet me on the stage season.
basically,
Pretty much.
yes, sir.
He definitely,
Offset.
he definitely extorted her and said, "You know what, man? I got the sex tape ready."
It's for
So,
sure.
if
I
you
am.
feel like
I
you
am.
wanna break up.
I am EP producer on your album, so I'm getting the bag regardless. If we're
I'm
together
getting paid
or not.
regardless. You might
And
as
I'm
well
gonna
just
do
keep
your
fucking
next
me.
album.
And
You might
That
as well.
nigga
You might as well
produced
keep fucking me.
every song.
I get paid just as much as you do off the
You
music.
don't even call on me like you should.
Yeah, but y'all want to know my issue with
let's get into the new. Yeah,
with
'cause-
Summer Walker.
Yeah, let's get.
And
into
honestly, a lot of new R&B.
Autumn
Please.
Walker.
A lot of new R&B. My issue with it is that a lot of it's
It sounds like one long song.
a lot of it's the same. But you know what I kind
They
of
don't
noticed?
sound like the Thong song.
Except for Brent Fayez. Shout out to Brent Fayez.
Hold
Yeah.
on, hold on,
Oh
wait,
my
hold on,
God.
wait. So
Get some
that's
cheeks.
the Summer Walker. She was the highest streaming
Highest streaming.
R&B artist of
that's
all
a fact that I
time.
forgot.
First week.
Hold on, because it's an ESPN stat, so it's not just that.
Yeah,
She's the
it's
highest.
specific.
She's the highest streaming female artist
To debut, right?
for their
For-
not even a debut, just for like a
R&B
major
in general.
R&B in general for the last 10 years. So it's really regards streaming. Like there's been
Okay.
other female R&B artists that have sold more.
Okay.
But what I wanted to say about Summer is that the stuff she dropped before was crazy. Like this new album is
What if
it's
she,
decent, but it's like
man?
this new album is just like
So
like
the
And
new
the
album
power
is
of
Muddy
the Drake
Waters?
cosign, because
it.
That's what it was. It was a Drake
You know
cosign.
what though? Just you know what? I don't even think it's just that. Like
I think that mainly
it's
is it.
I think, but you know what?
That Drake cosign is
It is.
Like a
it
Black
is.
Boy JB.
yeah.
Yo, but it
Shit,
is. but
Drum got the goddamn and that's
That wasn't
Look at
even a Drake
McConan.
cosign, bro. That
That
was
was
a
just a-
Drake. That was a
he just took
he
it.
took that
Snatch that
song.
bitch.
Look at
Yo.
McConan.
Shout out
Oh,
to Drum,
McConan,
no. Shout
yeah.
out to VA Beach, all that. I heard Drum dropped a new single on the album. You know how when you go on Apple Music and just listen to what's available?
Yeah.
No. We're not doing that here. We're not shouting out Drum. No.
We're
What?
definitely shouting out Drum, bro.
You're
Drum is
definitely
good.
Drum's album
shit.
is
Drum
going to
is
be
good, bro.
crafty.
What bag did we
Drum
just
is good.
Drum?
We're not gonna.
Yes.
We're not gonna get into this back.
That nigga
We'll
with
get-
the puppy on his cover?
Yes.
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 I like to cha cha.
Hey.
So you mean Khalid with dreads?
Whoa.
Dog,
Whoa,
don't do
whoa,
this.
whoa, whoa. He was
Let me
before
let me finish this point about
Okay.
R&B because we're gonna get into the Drum bag a whole another episode.
We could do that
Because
later.
clearly we need to put you on to some Drum.
You don't need to put me on to no.
That's VA right
Drum.
there. Shout out.
Yo, shout out to Drum. Drum's actually
Shout out to
really
Sonder, Brent Fayez, Gold Link.
Oh, that nigga shouting at everybody from VA. I
My
wasn't
bad.
trying to be part of that. Shout out to Drum.
Isn't Brent Fayez from here?
No, I don't know. I wasn't shouting out VA. I was just shouting out the R&B motherfuckers holding it down.
Gold Link ain't R&B though.
Kind of, sort of. But I feel you. He's like
Gold
fusion.
R&B?
He's like R&B fusion.
Let me
Oh,
Man,
man,
get into the shit,
Yeah.
nigga.
Only point I was trying to
Nigga.
make. Only. Listen, yeah.
Wow. 400
I mean,
years.
and look, it's
we
just a
land
couple other
ourselves
things
right
we
here.
got canceled for, but we for sure ain't getting canceled for niggas.
Nigga,
so
oh,
that's
that's a
good.
little Chick-fil-A. Hey.
But what I was gonna say is I think it's when these R&B artists get to major labels because there's a lot of R&B artists if you listen to like the shit before like they
I
drop like the whatever song that's like it would be like one big song that they have like the label will make them get Drake on it. They'll play the song everywhere. It'll be in like a commercial. They'll play it at the end of some HBO show. And then they'll drop their new album, and like that entire album will be like some ass. Like,
I
it'll
agree.
be some garbage. You know what I mean? So I personally think, you know what I mean? It's some sort of because I looked up what's Summer Walker.
Some Walker, yeah.
She's been signed to whatever label she's on right now for like
Since
the
what?
last like
But
2
didn't
years.
But she
year and
just
a half.
had like some small business. Was it last year? You know. That,
whatever
selling weave?
projects. Whatever projects
That's
she's
too-
dropped before
That's too
this.
much like right.
Oh, y'all niggas.
But I think she has like
yeah,
a
whatever
shit on
project she
small
dropped
business.
before this shit,
That's
she
Is that all marijuana?
That is
We some trap stars around here. You know what
pop
I'm saying?
stars.
You know what? Okay, that I made the point I wanted to make about that.
'Cause-
I really
Did
really
he?
I really want to shout out my nigga Kev. You know what I mean for looking at me the way he looked at me, handing me the weed and the raps and shit.
And I like that you brought that up. The whole the R&B artists signing to record labels, because it kind of does make sense though. Because when you think about it, look at R&B artists when they are independent and the type of music they put out, they have the freedom. I feel like
freedom, yeah.
Right.
I feel R&B artists need more freedom than rappers.
Yeah, because right now they're all in the same bag.
Yeah, I feel like they need more freedom than rappers because rappers, they're always gonna have their own lanes. R&B has never really had different lanes. It's always been one lane, but now that lane is one sound.
It's one sound.
Because everyone in R&B, even back in the day, everyone was in the same lane, but everyone had their own sound. Everybody created different music.
True but that New Jack Swing era, them niggas had one. They had that formula, and it was
No, yeah,
just,
of course, yeah.
It was just working.
But I feel like now every R&B artist is in the same fucking track. Everyone sounds the
it's
same.
the same beat.
They look the same. They all have the same melodies.
Yeah,
They all
like,
just
it's like they all just like they get the same beat, just pass around an email. They put a fucking pillowcase over their mouth and start singing. It's like, goddamn, like
they're trying to kill themselves. They're trying to kill
it sound
themselves.
Get
like
into it.
niggas in the booth trying to commit suicide, bro.
sheesh.
That's
Nobody
crazy.
speaks over a whisper. It's just it's like it's not ASMR.
yeah, dude, it's really weird because like
And they be fine though. That's what really be getting them.
it's weird, bro, because like if you follow like I tend to follow a lot of these fucking new music things, like if I follow like fucking Color Studios or whatever, whenever they're posting like a lot of these newer artists
Yeah.
doing these songs and shit. Some of these R&B artists that sound like fucking amazing. You'll be like, yo, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
You listen to the whole project, you'll be like, yo, this shit is nuts. It'll be like you and like a million other people that find out about them. They get signed or like maybe they've been signed and like now they're gonna drop their major label debut. And this shit literally sounds like Control by SZA or fucking Trap Soul by fucking
Bryson Tiller.
Yeah, that nigga.
That nigga.
You know what I
trash
mean? Like,
nigga from Kentucky.
That nigga.
Dog,
and
it'll
there's
be
a
like-
debate around though that nigga there, and we
bro,
can
that
get into it
nigga
alone.
is so. We don't even gotta get into
Woo.
that.
Bryson.
You know, they
We don't even gotta get into
the
that
whole
nigga,
Tory
bro.
Lanez, Bryson. Like, who's better?
I mean, I would put Tory Lanez
I'ma
over
put Tory.
Bryson, bro.
It's easy.
I'm gonna be
Because
honest
that
with
nigga
you.
Bryson
Back when
is-
Bryson was hot, people was like,
Bro,
Bryson
when
was
was
the-
this
he
nigga
the
hot?
"Well, you nuts?"
2015, 2016 was his year.
When that
wasn't
nigga
it?
dropped that trash ass Trap Soul, because
Wow.
because
Whoa.
there was no other good music coming out, so niggas had to settle for what the fuck bullshit was coming out.
And I-
Oh, we don't have
Trap
a whole-
Soul was amazing.
Bro,
I
because
wouldn't
you
say it
had
was
nothing-
amazing. I think Trap Soul was
It was
cool.
solid.
Trap Soul wasn't
Trap Soul was cool. It was
Freeway. There was
alright.
nothing else
It
coming
was
out
some-
that
it
you
was
could
cool.
like fuck with, bro.
But now you
Drake
mentioned
had
that.
album come out that year.
2015.
Hold on, you
2016?
mentioned 2015. What other R&B album came out in 2015?
R&B, don't say Drake again, bro.
What
that
other
whole
R&B
album was
album
rap,
came
bro.
out
That was If You're
2015?
Reading,
What?
it's too late, bro.
That's the point you're making, right, Jimmy?
What?
I just poked this nigga. I was like,
with the magic glove.
with a fucking Michael
Pause.
Jackson glove.
What? Michael Jackson. what point you talking about?
But you was like,
And
what
Craig let him do it.
what album came out in 2015? What R&B album, like popular R&B album, came out in 2015? Niggas can't recall it because
You
we
can't.
don't.
Because it didn't come out. Because any R&B motherfucker could have dropped some shit. That's why, like, you
No.
don't hear this nigga Bryson Tiller on like fucking choruses and shit singing. Like the nigga's
He
not
don't
like
even do features.
like the
Don't.
nigga's not like a good singer. Like he's a
nowhere.
rapper that like can like do melodies.
Can
and
harmonize,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But he's
Power
not like a
auto-tune.
super lyrical rapper. It's not like he's got like
He-
brand new flows
Nigga
that
be
it
writing,
never.
though. Nigga be writing. I can respect his.
You think he
his
writing on the
songwriting
side?
skill.
You think he writing on the side?
Oh yeah, I could see Bryson Tiller, writing for other artists.
Hey, maybe I'm
Absolutely.
tripping, but niggas had me listen to that album more than a few times.
I
It was
don't
not it.
know. I don't know if this is Bryson Tiller's new artist or if he's just backing him a lot. But this guy by the name of Ryan Trey is amazing. Like, he's really taking over. He got a little song with Bryson, and then he got his own little joint out. He dropped a tape last year, or maybe this year, one of them. But like Ryan Trey, y'all gotta check him out. He's
Yo, put me
lit.
on, bro, because of whatever you was playing on the way here, bro. You was, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was pretty
listeners.
solid.
I'd be in my little
Listeners,
bag.
let us know what you think about Ryan Trey.
Yeah, Ryan.
Let us know
Trey.
what you think
Hey,
about
Send
him.
us that new music too.
And
you know what I'm
listeners,
saying?
let us know what you
Shit.
think about Bryson Tiller. Let me know if I'm tripping. Send some Bryson Tiller
Yeah.
songs.
She
we
work
gotta
at
listen
Cole.
to.
She in dental school.
Yeah. Also, listeners, when you get to this part, let us know if Dave is right or if he's stupid. So just let us know that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Just let us know.
I'll already say a lot
As a
of you
matter of
don't
fact,
hesitate
whoever
to let
can
me
bring
know if
us-
I'm stupid.
Whoever can bring us Dave's birth certificate, we're actually giving
Why do
out
we need this?
a Chick-fil-A gift
We gotta
card and
make sure this
$100
is-
cash.
Dog, a Chick-fil-A gift card for my.
And if you can just bring us, that
Nah,
he
my
was
birth
born
certificate
the
gotta
in
be
county
worth-
registrar, we need it.
My
Newport
birth
Beach
certificate got to be worth
Hospital
more than that.
or Orange County Medical.
Or Bakersfield. We can't quite figure it
Whoa!
out. Himmett. We ain't forgot
Oh
about
my
you, Himmett,
God.
California.
Whatever,
Himmett.
nigga.
Himmett Dave, HD.
But for,
High
with
def.
HD Dave, Emmett Dave.
Whatever.
But for the R&B artist, now that we spoke about Summer Walker, and she had the Drake cosign, that's why she had such a big week, such a big release.
Yeah.
What other artists? Since the point that we're making here is that all R&B artists sound the
Starting
same
to
now.
sound the same, yeah.
What R&B artist stands out?
I'm a traditionalist still when it comes to R&B. Most of the R&B music I listen to is, if it's in this decade, it's the earlier part of the decade when this
Okay.
stuff
When
sounded
Prince
new.
was alive.
Well, look, Prince is timeless. You don't want to get into this bag. I have an MJ glove on right now, but let's not get into the Prince bag.
Yeah, whatever, my nigga.
I
You
can
ever been
always fucking
choked with a
find way.
glitter glove on? You know you have to skip town if that happened.
You definitely got to
Somebody
skedaddle.
choked me with a Michael
it could
Jackson
be my
glove
last
on.
episode.
I'd have to skate.
You
I'd
gotta
have to be
skedaddle
like,
for
you
sure.
know what, bro? You got it.
You got to go
I'm
to
out.
Hemet. You got to go
You
back
gotta
to
go to
Hemet.
Hemet.
You got to go back to
Or you got to
Hemet.
go to somebody plastic couch and share it.
Ed Sheeran.
Ain't no plastic couches for the king. Let me tell you something.
Anywho,
My
But,
God.
yeah.
but like I said, the earlier part of the decade when it just the more trap infused R&B music sounded new. It sounded different
Okay.
versus now where, like I said, niggas is just getting the fucking chain in the email. Everybody click on the beat. Whoever got the best one, that's the one we're picking.
I think to
All
be
them niggas sound the same.
to
for the
be
most
honest,
part.
there's only two guys that are consistently running this decade.
Who you got?
When we're
You're
talking
talking about
decade.
9 years.
R&B.
Okay.
Yeah,
R&B.
I need
Who's
to
talking
hear
about?
this.
I mean,
R&B.
essentially,
Who's
not.
talking
I mean,
They've
if you
put
talk-
out an album. They put out multiple albums within the last 9 years, and I think to this day they're still like the front runners.
Who? Miguel?
That's one.
That's my guy right
wow.
there.
And Jeremiah.
Ooh, Jeremiah.
That's not
yeah,
bad.
That's
okay.
really slept on, but he's current and he keeps going. It's like a roach you can't kill.
Chris Brown.
Also Chris Brown.
This nigga's got the whole Old and New Testament in his album.
Yeah,
Nigga, I don't have the time to listen to 97
Yeah.
songs.
So you saying
Chris Brown
so you
shit
saying
is
Jeremiah?
tough. Shout out Chris. Shout out VA.
So you
all
saying
that.
Jeremiah? Who? Jeremiah?
I'm gonna renege. I'm gonna recant.
He
I'm
said
sorry.
Miguel,
I'm gonna
Jeremiah.
say
Miguel?
Chris Brown first, Miguel and Jeremiah for the past 9 months, whether it be features,
Years,
their own
9
personal.
years.
Yeah.
years.
First years. I'm faded. Their
good,
past
bro.
9
Yo,
years.
find them zigzags while you faded.
And bro, you had them.
Bro, I promise I gave them to you.
My goodness. The
Anyway.
past 9 years. Yeah, this nigga.
Miguel albums.
Find the nigga.
crack.
You can find paper on the ground. Nigga, you
'Cause-
found a black on the ground.
Because you know who else been good for the last few years?
Who's that?
The internet.
I agree.
Oh, I agree.
Sid.
So,
Yeah.
but
And then she dropped her solo.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hers
That's
was good.
crazy because I was
Absolutely, I
just
agree.
about to touch on that, but the listeners really aren't ready for that.
What's that?
But I'd probably say this was top 3 album of the year. I'm not gonna go top 5 because I think it's better than that.
Who?
But Tyler the Creator's Igor
Is top what of this year?
Top
of
5
of 2019.
of
or
2019
not?
Yo.
Okay,
of
okay.
2019.
Okay.
Igor is in that top 5.
Hold
Oh
on.
yeah, we'll have that conversation
That's
later
a-
on.
I was
But
just gonna say, yeah,
I'm up
towards
there
the
But when
with
you
you.
said the internet, that just made me think of that. And
Towards
I
the
was
end of
just
the year,
like,
we'll have that
that's something
conversation.
that's a you can put on and you don't have to touch it. And
real?
that's something that's very tricky these days.
It just plays, yeah.
That's something very tricky these days.
I got it on vinyl. I just buy vinyls just to have them.
Oh, yeah.
honestly.
Check out the
Oh, we
Miseducated
bang. You
podcast.
give 'em away, too.
I just
Real Queens classics.
yeah, from my man. You know, I had to take care
You
of.
see, but
Pause.
He said, "You see, bud." Yo, yeah, my man James's mic holding etiquette needs to literally be polished. Well, pause. But
Whoa, yo.
Yo, my man's holding the mic a little too like loose for my liking.
you want me to hold it right here?
It's,
Or you can do it with this glove on.
whoa!
Pause.
Oh my gosh,
Should I spit in my hand?
it's pause season.
I'm a finger at John with the MJ glove. Might get these bedazzles caught in there with the nose ring.
Oh my god.
So, wait, so you said Jeremiah, Miguel, and Chris Brown.
And
don't-
CB.
For the last 9 years, they've been controlling it. Pretty
Yes.
much, they've
I
been the
would
best
say-
ones. They have their sound. They're not following what's going on.
And the only reason I don't put Drake is because he's a crossover. He does it. He's not just R&B.
He does
He
whatever
hasn't
he
dropped
wants.
the pure R&B.
but
album,
let's
so it's-
He's his
keep
own
it,
genre. He's his own
let's
genre.
keep it perfectly.
Nigga can't get this goddamn thing open with this
Bro,
glove.
I think
why you trying to with the glove on?
I'm gonna go out on the record and
And
say
then
I
pass it to
think
Freeway.
Drake is a better R&B artist than Bryson Tiller.
Absolutely.
Anybody on this planet would say that, bro. What?
No, but you got to realize there's a lot of Drake haters that don't even give him the respect of being that R&B guy just because they have some self issues that they don't want to come out in public
Trust
and say.
issues.
Nah, that's real. That's real. Trust issues. That's true.
Hey,
let me. Hold on. Can I just say one
'Cause
thing with
I'm
regard to
the
that
only
last statement you made?
one.
Anybody listening to this podcast, I'm about to get my Freeway bag real
Trust
quick.
issues.
Anybody listening to this podcast that thinks that Bryson Tiller is a better artist than Drake or even anybody?
Say it.
Say it with your chest.
Do everybody else on this planet a solid like a favor?
Okay.
Oh shit. He
Find
finna say
the
something.
closest bridge. You know what I mean? That's a decent height. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at least 10 to 15 feet,
Yep.
Okay.
and jump headfirst off of that bridge.
Ooh,
Okay.
sheesh.
You know what I
Got
mean?
you.
Because
Okay.
whatever the hell is going on in your mind
You don't
does
need it
not
anymore.
does not need to be put out in this world that we're all living in.
I agree with that.
We as people living on this planet at the same time as you don't deserve that.
We already have Donald Trump. We don't need
you
that
know what I'm
mentality,
saying?
right?
We have
I feel
enough shithead opinions in the United States of America,
Orange
so
Cheetos.
we
I'm
don't
gonna-
need yours.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna go back and touch on this music shit, R&B wise as well, but
Please.
it's female, not male.
Please.
Okay.
I have yet, and I want to stir up some. I want to stir up some shit tonight. I'm
Stir up
feeling,
some
you know,
coochie.
It's It's the first. It's the
These
first
niggas
night
are
back.
fucking high fives.
It's the first night back, so I really want to stir up some controversy.
Okay.
I don't think that there's any female album in the past 3 years, only because the album I'm about to name came out in 2017.
Okay.
I haven't yet to hear a female R&B album better than SZA's.
Okay,
I thought that album was trash.
That's solid.
Wow,
man.
that album
that
is
makes
the
sense.
most amazing thing I've ever heard in my life.
That album was trash.
And you ready for this? I'm gonna stir up some more controversy,
That
and
was
maybe
trash.
this is why. Have never heard ever in life the artist by the name of Her. Have not heard any of her work.
Her
not one song.
her albums are better.
But I'm
than
hearing
SZA.
that she's amazing.
She's
Her album is better than
multi-talented, but
SZA.
She
Hers
also plays
dope.
live instruments when she's singing.
If y'all get a chance, there's a artist named or there's it's like a group named Saint Beauty.
Oh, I know.
I
Saint
never
R&B,
listened
yeah.
to them,
I know
yeah.
Saint
I
Saint
never
Beauty,
listened to them.
they're also
Yeah.
really really dope. But honestly, bro, like low key.
SZA the last 3 years.
I was
Is
just
you
gonna
nuts?
say like yeah,
that album was
SZA
amazing.
the last 2 years like I can't. I mean Saint Beauty's album they dropped last year. I fucked with heavy.
I haven't listened to it yet. I
They
gotta
dropped
listen to
something last year that I fucked with heavy. So I thought I mean I would say that over
Solange?
Solange.
that.
shit
Solange's
was
album.
fire.
I heard that was good. I never listened to
The most
either of the
recent
last
was
two.
Her
shit.
most
Seat at the
recent
Table
one.
her most recent one's solid.
But the one
Seat at the
before
Table
that
is
was
that the one where like
crazy,
she had
bro.
like a
Oh
selfie
my
on the
god.
Yeah,
That
both
was
of them
on
are
A
Weezy.
dope.
seat at
Just
the
different
table,
one.
and then
Is that
the,
what Cranes
the
in the Sky?
second one.
That was Seat at the Table. Yeah.
Cranes
I
in
haven't
the-
listened to that album yet.
Cranes in the Sky is good enough. Not really listen to the whole album, but Cranes in the Sky is such a great song already. It's just
Okay.
like, well, shit.
Shout out
listened to
to Brent Faiyaz and Sonder,
Shout out to them.
and also Sampha.
Sampha's nice. I
But
like
shout out to Solange actually wanting to originally do the song like many years before it even
Which
came out.
song?
Cranes in the Sky.
Really?
I think she had. I read in an interview. She said in the interview she had wrote the song like early in the decade.
Cranes in the Sky, and
And she just
I'm not
of course
trying
went back
to.
and
I'm
worked
not,
it.
I'm
into
not
what it
trying
is.
to say that it's anything I like. It's just me and my weird mind.
Okay.
But Cranes in the Sky and Doves in the Wind by SZA are just. I get them mixed up, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
No, I hear
But
what
it's
you're
just
saying.
like
No, 'cause it's got the
the
same-
title is the same
Yeah,
little,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And they're both amazing songs.
Mhm.
But I just think like, oh man, is this one? You know, I get mixed up a little bit.
No.
But
I think
um,
SZA's the most overrated female artist in the last like
Oh boy.
5 years.
Jesus
No
Christ.
way.
I think she is.
Finished.
I think she's the
He
most
is
overrated
finished.
artist in the last 5 years.
Jesus.
I don't understand.
Hold
it.
on, most overrated
I wanna
female artist.
emphasize
The
or
most
everything.
underrated female artist.
Oh, okay.
The most underrated female artist. I think SZA is in the last at least 5-6 years.
Underrated?
Overrated.
Overrated.
Okay,
I don't get it to be
What?
honest.
Yo,
I really
that's
don't.
Nuts.
It's.
I really don't.
Did you
I
listen
don't
to her?
understand.
Did you listen to the album she dropped before she got signed to TD?
I
That
like-
one's
I like-
amazing
yeah.
too. That one's just
That was
as
dope.
good.
No,
It's
I
just
think it's
not in the
called
popular
Z.
spotlight. But then I am biased. I'm biased.
What you got? Why you biased?
I'm biased because I'm from Richmond, Virginia. Was in there. We don't have our fucking own
Wait, hold
NFL or
on.
NBA team.
Backtrack.
Right?
Where you from again?
Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia.
So I'm basically telling you that when I moved here, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I moved into a city that has their own baseball team, basketball team, football team, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know about y'all, but people use music for all kind of things.
Oh,
You
for
might
sure.
like an album just because at that time it was a really good time for you,
Yeah.
and then that album might have came out in that time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when I very first moved to Cali and I was getting settled and like moving and networking, and I was just here and it was brand new,
Yeah.
Drake's More Life came out and SZA's album came out. So maybe I'm biased because that's the stuff that was playing when I first got here, and I was just like, I'm in this amazing city, just
Right,
made
right,
this
right.
big step.
Yeah.
So those albums mean a little
They-
bit more to
yeah,
me, and
no,
they
I
take
feel
me
it.
to a great time
Oh, that's
in
fine.
my life to where I think that's why they're so
Of course,
amazing.
No,
of course.
I
and-
agree.
and-
I
and
agree.
that's
makes
the thing
sense.
about music.
Yeah.
Music that like it's about.
So in
feeling.
essence, that exactly
It's
is
about
all
feeling.
very subjective. So in essence, because this is a conversation that we can get. A lot of these topics, listeners, we're gonna come back to them. Don't think we're forgetting about them. We got a docket, but that kind of goes back to the whole idea of are those two albums considered classics to you?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Because how did it make you feel at that time? And if you were to hear that song, if you were to hear
The music
Control
again,
or
yeah.
anything 5-10 years from now, it's gonna still take you back to that same place when you first moved.
You're right, because a lot of people love views,
Yeah.
right? But me, I personally been going through like a crazy breakup at that time when that happened.
So you fuck with it.
so I didn't fuck with it. It was
feel it.
just the epitome of what I needed to hear at that time.
I hear
Yeah.
Now I can listen to it and be like, yo, this shit's fire.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it will always stick with you that boom.
Exactly.
At
this
that
is
time,
what,
yeah. I agree.
exactly.
That
And
makes
it's crazy
sense.
because like, what if Damn came out when someone just like got broken up with, or they were going through something crazy or lost their job? But it's such an amazing album.
Yeah.
But the album reminds you of like the most worst time of your life.
Exactly.
And that's
Yeah.
why I think that some albums get a like unfair chance because people just might be going through some shit.
And they like associated with whatever they was.
You
doing.
know, it's
put it
crazy
together.
because
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
It will always stick with you.
That's actually
You
funny
know?
because ironically, when Damn came out, I remember I was working 2 jobs, but like I was getting paid a decent amount. I was living in a fire ass apartment, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I remember like the night it came out, I bought it on iTunes, and like I was closing and I played it at my job.
This is
you
Damn,
know what I
right?
mean? Yeah, this is Damn.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If y'all remember the little kiosk I worked at near the what's
Damn,
it
it's
called?
2017.
Yeah, 2017. This was early summer of 2017.
And you want to know something crazy? Dropped on the very exact same day as More Life. That's what sparked the controversial Drake beef. Because
Yeah.
that's what
Did More Life come
Yeah.
out on that day?
No, it came out the exact same day.
Exact same
because I
day
remember-
because More Life, Damn, this just reminds me.
I
of just,
remember when
I'm
More
just
Life
moving
came out, for
here.
sure, yeah.
I'm just going to Lock and Key for the first time, which was many, many, many Lock and Keys ago. Ooh, sheesh.
This
Many
nigga.
locks, many locks, and many
Many locks
keys.
and-
Many locks and
Many
many
locks and
keys,
many
and not in that
keys.
order.
Keys open doors.
Hey, there it is. Oh, wait.
Yo, don't do that.
Wait.
Ah,
We can. Yo, stop.
Man.
We are not. There's a lot of things that we have let slide tonight.
We tolerate a lot here.
Slide.
Yeah, we tolerated a whole lot, but I will draw the fucking line at the windmill, motherfucking double backflip, whatever the fuck.
High five. You motherfucker just did it.
Somersault, fucking high five that Kev just gave Corey right now in the middle of the fucking studio.
don't hate
Nah.
the player, hate the game. That's just what
game.
happens.
Nigga, I'm trying to hate
sometimes.
both right now. You're not letting me.
Oh man, oh man.
That's some cap. That's hating.
I'll say that to say this. I can put Damn on and run it all the way through and not touch it. And there's a lot of Drake haters, but if you hate on Drake, it's just something going on inside you.
That's
Drake
I
makes
agree.
amazing
I
music.
agree.
He makes
There's
amazing
nothing
music
wrong.
for
Yeah, he
everybody.
might be a little corny in some of the stuff he says in public or da da da.
If you
But
hate on
Drake
that
makes
nigga,
amazing
you're-
music. He's running the
Absolutely.
game.
Absolutely.
And if you just don't like that, then you just want to be a part of something else and
You
just
want
look different.
You
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
be
I don't get it. But
you-
More
there's
Life you
literally
can put
something wrong
on
with
and you
him.
don't have to touch it, and it's glorious. And Drake has an album that has a top 2 Young Thug verse of all time on it.
Oh well, yeah.
You talking about sacrifices?
Yes,
Sacrifices.
that is probably that's
you-
top 5 Young Thug verses. I'm putting it personally at
And Thug was on Portland too, right?
Yeah, he was on
Yeah,
Portland.
he was
too.
on Portland.
He was on
Yeah,
Portland.
you know what, Kev? Before you even finish speaking, I'm
No, Thug
gonna.
was not on Sacrifices. He was only on Portland. and
No.
Myself.
Thug was on sacrifices.
Are you
Thug
nuts?
was
On
on
He was on
Sacrifices?
3. Yeah, he was on three.
Sacrifices
Young
and
Thug
2
was on
Chainz and Thug.
Sacrifices.
Are you nuts?
No.
I was chilling with a bitch.
Hold on, I'm getting.
He was
different-
on it.
I'm getting Sacrifices mixed up with the Migos Sacrifice on.
Talk a
Big
bitch
Sean
like
album.
me. Nah, come on, bro. Because look, Kev, I'm gonna sit here. You know what? You've committed a lot of atrocities tonight that have gotten you put in
That's
jail.
erroneous on all
But
accounts.
look, no.
You said
The-
Thessalonians.
That's erroneous.
Oh,
on
shit,
all
I thought he
accounts.
was
No,
quoting
no,
the Bible.
Polonius.
The most heinous and egregious crime you have committed tonight is by not naming that Young Thug verse number 1. That Young Thug verse on Sacrifices is
That was hard.
fucking crazy. Like Young Thug.
The one on Portland way harder though. You tripping?
No, stop.
No.
Stop.
No.
Nuts.
I don't know Young Thug's last name, but I do know his first name is Jeffrey. And let me tell you something. Jeffrey has not done a better verse ever in his career. I'm talking like flu game Michael Jordan. I'm talking like 81 points Kobe. I'm talking like
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't know. On the intro to So Much
were
Fun,
nuts.
this nigga said I wore a dress because I had
'Cause
the
I had
stick.
that
That's
stick.
and,
also
and I was like, oh, okay.
that's also top 5.
I
Had to wear
That's
a dress.
also
Because
that's
I had
also
to-
But
top
Kobe
5.
makes 60 points after doing 81. It's like, damn, that was crazy.
That's
Like, you
also
still made
top 5.
89.
I think that's probably number 4. He also on Meek Mill's We Ball.
That nigga went nuts.
Because he really just, you can tell he got it. It was in his soul. It was nuts.
He felt that.
Dog.
Another top 5 verse is going to be from Super Slimy. Not really sure. It's just so many to choose from. But Young Thug definitely is be coming through in the clutch. Weezy out of here.
Yeah, he was on. I'm tripping. He wasn't on Portland. Okay, but anywho, yeah.
Wasn't
No.
Quavo on Portland?
Yeah, just Quavo and
You ain't heard nothing until you heard that Portland chopped and screwed.
Yes, sir. It was just Quavo and Travis Scott. Yeah. Scoot, 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 scoot. Oh boy,
That
oh
joke
boy.
right there get you in your phone.
It's lit.
You just missed these niggas doing that shit again.
Dog.
Oh.
I don't want to ever see it as long as I live.
Oh my
Straight
God.
up.
So wait, so we had something else on the docket we had was
Ew.
Beyonce being named the second prettiest woman in the world
That is the
behind
most
who?
Who the fuck was
Bullshit
in
line.
there making
Behind
those
who?
decisions?
Bella
Bella
Hadid.
fucking Hadid.
Okay.
Hadid
Are
or
you nuts?
Hadid?
Nigga,
Isn't that
Hadon,
isn't that the
goddamn,
Weeknd?
Beyonce
That
is
nigga
the
said
finest
Hadon.
woman that I've never met in my entire life. Well, one of them, at least.
Isn't
Dog.
Bella Hadid the Weeknd's girl? Did they break up? Like what
Oh,
happened?
Look, just answer this, because I don't know. I only know what she looks like. I don't know anything else about this woman. I don't know what she does. Like
Bella
She's a
Hadid
supermodel.
could get the whole kit and caboodle.
I was just gonna say, like, does
but
she have like the
Beyonce
wagon?
could get the whole kit and caboodle and then
She
some.
definitely don't got no wagon.
No wagon.
Does she got like?
She
you
ain't
know what I
dragging
mean?
no
she's
wagon.
supermodel. She's supermodel.
She's supermodel.
She's
All right.
supermodel.
She's
So
mad
like, does
skinny.
she have like a fire ass personality? Like, is there something I'm like missing about?
Listen,
her?
Bella
listen.
Hadid is the one that went on that sneaker show and said if he come up with some Air Max 95s,
He's nuts.
then he can get it.
Nah, not her.
That's
You
Bella
talking about
Hadid.
I
the
thought
where it
that's
was
what she
like
said.
clearly, or that's like some shit she heard from like her homies, and like she's just repeating it.
No,
And
that's what she
she's just
said. She was
yeah.
like, "Oh, if
but
he
not
come
like
through
the
with the
way
Air
she
Max."
said it was like, okay, you didn't. That's not some shit like you just like grew up hearing.
Either
Like,
way,
Yeah.
that's the bitch.
Also,
That's
Negro,
her.
I did hear, or I did not hear, but I
Said
know.
also.
I also do know the Hadid's dad and mama are all on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That's how the Hadid's got
her parents are on the Real Housewives.
No,
Yeah,
no,
homie
sorry.
came
No,
into
not- no,
homie
her
came into my
mom.
job the
Her
other
mom, right?
week.
No, her
And
mom
all the
is like
shorties
a
was just
legit,
running
like
up
her
to
mom
him.
was like a
Mom's
legit
a cat. She was a cast.
supermodel. Her mom was like a legit like supermodel back in
Yeah,
the day.
her
Like,
So
mom-
what is?
Oh,
She's just
okay.
a supermodel. That's
yeah,
it?
and her dad,
Just a
that's her,
supermodel.
Her,
Shit.
who's that? Like
an
real estate
architect or architect real
or some shit
estate,
like
yeah.
that?
Listen.
that's what Drake said that line.
However they got the bag, they got it.
That's
the
what Drake
bag.
said
We
that
don't
line.
got
My
it.
house is full
That's
of
very
models like
true.
a Muhammad Hadid because all
Ah.
the women in his family are models.
Oh, that's crazy.
True.
Well, look.
Yo, Drake be
Drake beat.
Hey, look,
But y'all want to hate on Aubrey for why?
on, man.
Hey, look. She's straight. I'm not nothing
Yeah,
against
she's
Shorty.
solid.
She
Yeah,
look.
for
She
sure.
alright. You know what I'm saying?
She's not an
But it's
unattractive girl.
Beyonce.
I am just
Beyonce.
saying.
My
like,
issue with this is
Uh-oh.
both women got plastic surgery. How can you be beautiful? You got
Hold
plastic
on.
surgery. You already insecure.
Whoa, whoa,
How you
whoa,
doing?
I mean,
whoa,
whoa. What
Look,
is plastic
Now there are.
surgery?
Now listen. Hold on. You hold the hell on.
Oh shit! Some niggas about to go to jail.
What happened?
There is only one. There are a few communities that I will offend, or I'll be involved in offending, even if I don't say anything offensive, ladies and gentlemen.
What are they?
I'm about
But
to say,
there
like,
is
it's
one
a
goddamn
whole lot.
community that we're not gonna offend and have them on our ass.
What community?
That's the Beehive.
Fuck the Beehive.
I am not.
Whoa!
I'm gonna give y'all his IG. Look, just DM us. I'm
Fuck.
Oh, don't
his
DM
IG.
us. Don't DM us. Don't DM us.
Fuck the
They're
Beehive.
gonna
yeah.
they're gonna show up at the
Just-
wedding.
They are going. They are right, nigga. They will find.
They will
The
find
Beehive
out.
can
Gonna
suck my
find
dick from the
you.
back.
Oh,
And man-
no.
Whoa.
Yes.
Well, we're finished. It's nice that we
Via
wrapped this
the
nice
max.
on
This is a
up.
good episode.
You know,
This is
supposed
great.
to be better than the original sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, look.
Hey,
But listen, like I was saying, like I think that
Oh,
in
man.
order for you to be put on that list, you
I
should be all
cried
natural.
to If I Was a Boy
I
You should be natural.
back in 08.
But to me, because even with regard to that, like, because when it comes to like any like, I guess plastic surgery, even augmentation, like, is it short if you feel like like that's what the fuck you need to do, like do it. Like sometimes it's not a matter of insecurity. Like sometimes people just like I mean they just want like bigger boobs or like a bigger ass.
No,
etc.
of course.
Right.
You know what I
You
mean?
can
Like,
do what you can
like,
do. Whatever the fuck
you
you
able
want.
to do what you want.
But
Yeah.
what I do think is like, even by that exact same logic that you're making, like, all right, if you like, have some type of plastic surgery, you can't make the list. Like, all right, so somebody who's automatically almost always like has makeup around them, you know what I mean? Like we only know Beyonce with makeup.
Are you
We've
nuts?
seen Beyonce without makeup.
When?
Hold on.
She's posted pictures on
That's
IG.
all right. Look.
Nigga,
Or
you
light
believe
makeup.
that?
Light makeup.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
that's
dog.
like they
That's-
still got shit on their
dog,
face.
that's what I'm saying, and it's like, all right, so shouldn't that automatically disqualify him? Like shouldn't like only regular women? You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
like,
Whoa,
like,
regular
Whoa.
women. Whoa.
What are you-
hey.
what are
You are not a feminist.
Whoa.
Nigga. That is, hey, you can find this nigga in everywhere in not LA because he is.
So
from,
y'all niggas about to lump me with Freeway? That's
You
that's
be
what
fucking
we
up,
Woo!
G.
Y'all
niggas
gonna
are-
yo Beehive. Y'all
You
gonna have to
niggas.
drive to Hemet to
No.
find Dave.
No, they can
Stop.
That's crazy.
Ah,
Oh no! Hold on.
no, god damn it.
Hold the fuck up, Kev. I told you. I told this nigga like 5 different times. Like, bro, you have the fucking.
All right, so I
Zigzags,
had the
bro.
zigzags.
Yeah, you had the zigzags, nigga.
You ain't got
Admit it.
no
I don't-
zigzag, you don't get no drag.
Give me that
Nigga. Roll this motherfucker,
You finna have
nigga.
him roll
We
up.
getting real
Hold the fuck
motherfucking
on.
raunchy on
Anyways,
season
look.
2. I don't give a fuck
Anywho.
what y'all talking about. We are in here and we are live and we are
That's what I'm saying,
direct.
bro. We
That's
in this
some
bitch,
cap,
bro.
though.
I'm saying?
We
Beyonce
in
is
this
not the
bitch, bro.
second-
We in this
second
motherfucker.
finest woman.
Beyonce is not.
While
look,
he rolling this blizzy and shutting his mouth, we gonna do some shout outs.
Hold on,
Shout
what
out to-
no,
publication?
we not doing no shout outs.
Yes,
nigga,
we
what?
are. Shout out to Better Sound Studio.
Oh,
shout
shout
out
out
to
to
Knife.
He gonna start with
Hold
the
on,
Better
what
Sound
publication
Studio.
publication was
Yo,
it that
nigga,
said
what
that?
publication? You the nigga who brought it up.
Yeah,
didn't
what publication, nigga?
I want to say it was.
You want to say,
National
you better be right.
Inquirer?
you? Nigga, don't you say the National Enquirer, nigga. We gonna nationally throw you out.
Geographic. It was some shit where they based it
National
off of.
Now he
Geographic?
being
Are they
racist.
using animals?
No, dog. Cause like the reason I know it was
Nigga,
like
they
one
took
of
your
those.
feminist card, nigga.
No, it was one
They
of those
took
type
it.
of things because they based it off of the Greek standards of beauty. That's why Beyonce came in
Oh,
second.
god damn it.
What are
know
the
what I mean?
Greek standards of beauty?
Whatever the fuck.
We
Bella
was the
Hadid-
first.
Some old Eurocentric
Okay, hold on a
bullshit.
second. Yo, listeners, when you
So
get to this
Euro-
part of the fucking episode, when you get there, let us know who you think looks better, Beyonce or Bella Hadid. And also let us know what the fuck the Greek method of
It's
beauty
some old
is.
Eurocentric ass shit.
Freeway. You know what? I'm sorry.
Let us know what
Before-
it is.
Before we even move on, Freeway, I'm so happy you said that because I'm gonna get into your bag once more.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, what you got?
Get in
If you think Bella Hadid, don't, tried, made
Yeah,
it the
no.
next time. Bella, hey.
Ah,
Look, nigga,
Bella
if
too
you
much
think
dip on a chip.
there you go. If you think she looks better than Beyonce, and this isn't even me saying like you need to appreciate black women more than white women, but listen, if you think Beyonce, like put Beyonce against somebody else, but if you think Beyonce don't look better than Bella Hadid, nigga, fuck you. Stop listening to the show.
What?
Go to the exact same bridge that we sent the last person on,
Yes.
Christ, I don't.
and jump with
Hold
them.
hands, hold hands.
Hold hands.
Yes, hold hands.
Hold hands.
That's crucial in this.
And
Hold-
flap. Maybe you might fly.
I am faded. I'm off this crown. Shout out to our sponsors.
Shout out to our
Off this
sponsors.
Ciroc VS.
Shout out to Maker's Mark. Shout out to Crown Royal.
Makers, Maca, Cranberry Vodka.
Yeah.
Shout out to
sound like
36
goddamn
Mafia.
I was just gonna say it's Project Pat.
Project Pato.
You know what I'm saying?
North Memphis.
Well, we were in our music
Looking
bag.
for them J-Lo booties, big ol' ass, running fat. Let me squeeze it. Let me squeeze it. Woo! We are in here.
Trying to squeeze my ass with this glove on.
So to staying on
no
music,
glove, no love.
since when you use gloves?
You know.
I thought
hey,
that was a whole
I
like,
gotta
theme
get it.
of season 1.
You know, that's true. But I'm talking about this glove.
Hey, listeners, make sure y'all get
You
tested
smacked
as well.
the shit out of a broad with that glove on?
Yes, sir.
Just like
Whoa.
Mike.
Whoa,
No, I'm not smacking the shit out
whoa,
of
Y'all smacking
whoa.
bitches?
No, I
I
ain't
set
never.
you up.
Oh, you did.
You set him up
I'm
nice
smacking
and good.
ass.
Yo, you threw the lob and he went and dunked it.
No, we do not commend any.
Well,
of
if we
putting,
smack some ass.
Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah,
That's
we
it.
smack some ass. We
Consensual,
just not
consensual
gonna.
smacking.
So to stay on the music topic,
Mm-hmm.
do y'all watch? Have y'all watched Rhythm and Flow?
Oh
That
my
flow was hard.
fucking
You know
god!
what? I haven't.
Rhythm
But
and
y'all,
Flow was
the way
good.
y'all niggas are gassing, I need to watch it, bro.
That shit. You know what, man? Listen,
That shit pissed me off.
It is a Netflix special. Cardi B is on it. T.I. is on it. Chance
the
the Dick
Rapper.
Rider's on it.
Oh my god.
And,
this nigga's gonna get us
That's
out of
actually
here.
Freeway's favorite
Niggas
rapper.
got us
Yeah.
finished. We've
It
been
is.
finished since we started.
So
I promise you, the Chance the Dick Rider comment did not finish us this episode.
Whoa!
so the premise of the show is kind of it's cool because it's like The Voice and American Idol, but for hip hop, which is dope. That's never happened before. And you audition in front of the 3 judges I said, and when you go to certain cities, they bring other people along. Like in New York, Fat Joe and Jadakiss was in LA, Snoop Dogg was in it. In Atlanta, you had Big Boy and Killer Mike. In Chicago, you had
Twister, right?
Twister and Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe.
I'm gonna be
Twister
totally
Lupe.
crazy. Like, it's all about race. They fucked us.
What do you
You
mean?
gave Simon Cowell, American Idol. You got all these motherfuckers. This is that. Then you give them this nice show, which is cool. And you put out weekly episodes. First of all, Netflix doesn't fucking do that. You put out the whole season on anything at one time.
That's another bag
drop
right
it.
there, too.
Right?
Sheesh.
So now you put. Imagine if, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you, with her following, imagine Cardi B on prime time and she has her own show judging music on ABC or Fox. You would make a way bigger bag, but oh no, let's not put Cardi B on Fox or ABC, and let's for damn sure not put goddamn T.I. with her, so you can say exquisitely every episode.
Expeditiously.
I mean,
Yeah,
but-
so they put
Expeditiously.
him. So they put him on fucking Netflix.
I
But
mean,
you know what?
Well, they graphic as
I
fuck,
kind of
so-
like I kind of like that they on Netflix too, because it just shows that we not basic cable niggas.
Nah,
we
we not
premium.
basic cable
niggas.
You gotta pay to watch us,
nigga.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, dog,
you
it's
can't
gotta
put no
pay
one.
for
You can't put
us.
no
Fuck wrong
antenna
with you.
on your TV and watch
Right,
us.
nigga.
Yeah.
You gotta pay
You
to
ain't gonna
watch
see through the
us.
squiggly lines,
it's a
nigga.
whole
Yeah.
You gonna
different
see
bag,
us.
bro. Because like, and the other thing is like, Cardi B has way more freedom, like on that show.
Yeah,
Like,
she has
all
way
the
more freedom,
motherfuckers have
yeah.
way more freedom. Like it's.
Yo, Cardi B told one of the guys that was rapping on the show he looked like Bill Gates' son.
Oh, there was a
Like,
white dude.
Yeah, some white dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he,
yeah,
I
like,
promise you, Fox, NBC, all the motherfuckers.
they will
would
not let
cut
that fly
that-
because I'm
cut.
pretty
That
sure Bill
line's
Gates
getting
is
cut
funding
out.
them.
Y'all want to know something else?
What's that?
Cardi B look like she got that fire.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sh-
oh
I'm-
my
I'm-
god, I'd probably be goddamn on that activity page. Let's see what this bitch is doing. Bitch had me goddamn sprung.
But yeah,
How'd she get me?
the show is dope. Like, do y'all watch it? Have
No,
y'all
I've
watched
been
it?
watching
I
it.
Which
haven't
one?
watched it, bro.
Rhythm and Flow.
Yeah, I watched the fucking.
This nigga.
I think
The
I
nigga who's
personally
supposed
think
to
that
be
they're
on top of
actors.
this.
I think it's all fake. I think they're
No,
actors.
no, they're not actors. I looked them up.
No, they
You
real,
I
bro.
went on social media. They're actual rappers, but they have been a few of them. Not all of them. They've been in places before, like the Puerto Rican dude. That's nice. That's like the best one right now.
Fearless? That
He
nigga.
was in the BET Cipher a couple years ago.
Exactly, and I'm
That's
like,
how I
how do
know
you
him.
get in a BET cipher if?
No, because the BET Cyphers a couple years ago, they allowed like submissions or something. Like you could submit it.
Oh.
So a few of the people there, they're known. Like they're known in their city for rapping, and like they've done shit on social media. So people know who they are.
Man,
Not,
say.
yeah, not all of them are just like off the street. Not all of them are. But
That nigga went the fuck off. They could have found this nigga on the corner underneath goddamn the 10 freeway. I wouldn't care. They could get
Who?
there and rap.
that Puerto Rican dude.
Fearless.
Yeah, bro,
This
she
nigga
shouldn't have
went the
mentioned his
fuck
daughter, bro. This is
off.
over.
Yo,
It's
when
over.
yo
Nigga
when
went the
Beans,
fuck off.
yo when Beans mentioned his
understand me?
daughter.
Yo, shout out
It
to
was a
Chris
fucking
Money because
gun.
he bases his decisions just because the bitches are bad. And I'm just like, they
sounds
be
like me.
fucking up. And he be like, but that's my baby.
That
though."
sounds like me. Chris Money sounds like me. Ah!
Wait, so he thought Beans was bad?
Beans, yeah. She said he
You thought
said,
Beans was bad?
He said
the
yo,
little
she-
PA Puerto Rican shorty that sounded like Jadakiss.
The one that said nigga at the end of the
not
episode
Beans.
too.
Not
Whoa,
Beans.
and Netflix let it
Can
fly.
we backtrack?
Beans could actually spit. But
She could rap.
Like she would like take the shoes off.
he said she's just a little gully.
She definitely got a razor blade in her mouth. You know she do that. For
He was
sure.
fucking with green pants, whoever the fuck that
Chris
was.
Money on the microphone.
Yo,
Boy, Dave rolled himself a nice little
There was two
goddamn.
shorties that I
nigga
fucked with
Dave
the most.
twirls.
Which ones?
I don't know how I could definitively describe the two. One of them, her brother went to jail on some shit, some college shooting. You remember
Both of the
her?
bitches
Her
that had the
backstory?
goddess braids, and I call them
Yeah,
goddess braids
basically.
because God knows
They were
I
both
love them
like
braids.
just
You talking about Savannah Hannah? You talking about them?
yes, Savannah
Goddess
Hannah was
braids.
beautiful, like just drop dead gorgeous. And the other chick, I can't remember her name, but I know her brother went to jail for some. He shot somebody.
Is it London B, the one that's like?
No, not London. No, hell no.
You're not fucking with London B?
I fuck with her, but
London
I'm
B.
not.
Frankenstein
I wouldn't
head
hit the
bitch.
jump.
Hey, listen.
It took a little while.
I wouldn't hit.
Because at first I was like, damn, is that K. Michelle?
No, for London B, from the moment I saw her, I said, you know what, man, she not gonna need this show. She gonna be big no
I
matter
said
what.
that.
She got the image.
I said the same.
She
thing.
already
I said
got the
same
image
thing.
to be. She got the image of a rapper. She's good.
We're
I
not.
think she's gonna
We're
win
not
the
hearing
Regardless.
from
I've
any
seen
of
her,
these niggas ever again.
You know what? You might
Final
be on
episodes
a
came out tonight.
I just finished episode.
the new episode is tonight.
Hey, yeah, every
The episode's
Wednesday.
tonight. The new episode's tonight, actually. So when we leave tonight, I think the
Ooh.
finale might be tonight.
Yeah, the rest of the season aired tonight.
Yeah, the whole thing. It's only 10 episodes.
So you could binge watch the
I was
whole
just
shit,
gonna say,
Dave.
like, I'm gonna watch.
Bro,
this
this
whole
shit is
tonight.
actually really fucking good.
It's really entertaining.
You
And-
think you're gonna laugh at it, and then you find out you're actually in tune.
yo, when these niggas start rapping, woo!
Yeah.
There are a lot of trash
Some of them
motherfuckers on there, but
Some
Yo,
of them
Nike
are
Turbo.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh god damn
Hold
it.
the fuck up.
The turbo step nigga.
This nigga's name is
That
what?
motherfucker look like he
His
got punched in
government name
his
is
shit
Nike
with them red
with two
teeth.
With the
E's.
red teeth.
And he got
Yo,
red.
Kev.
He got red fronts.
Look like a fruit roll up nigga just
He look like
goddamn
a nigga
squish it on his
stuffed his
teeth.
ass on the way to the set.
No cap.
Ah, bro.
But there's this dude from Inglewood. He's nice.
Oh yeah.
But he sound like,
I
but
know.
he sound too much like Kendrick.
the nigga who speaks
He
Spanish
sound
too, right?
He's nice. I like him a lot too because he's a black dude from Inglewood.
Okay.
He's a Spanish teacher in a school in Inglewood, and he raps in Spanish and English, and he makes
It's
I don't know what
crazy.
school he
and,
teaches.
and
And
he
he makes
makes
them rhyme.
He makes words rhyme in Spanish and English.
And still makes sense.
Yes, he's nice.
And he don't get
He
no
is
cheeks.
nice. He is nice. But the best one
Hold
there,
on, hold
but the
on,
best
wait,
one there is the Puerto Rican dude from Rhode Island. He's the best one.
What you say?
The Puerto Rican dude from Rhode Island, he the best one.
Yeah,
He
feelings
Hands
of that.
down.
that motherfucker nasty.
What you
He-
say, Kev? He ain't getting
As soon as you watch the rap battle between him and Beans, the little Puerto Rican shorty.
Shut the fuck up. You can go on YouTube and
Yo,
watch
I'm
that.
so fucking glad that Africa Bambaataa bitch got the
oh,
fuck
yes,
up out of
yes.
there. I'm so
Yes.
fucking sick and tired of
She
it.
was so fucking annoying.
Yo, Kev.
I can't fucking wait. I'm so
I
glad.
was sick and tired. I knew I was gonna be sick and
I'm
tired
a
of her.
queen. Guess what?
She
Guess
went up
what?
there. She thought she was Erica Badu.
Yeah.
No, fuck out of here.
Erica,
yo,
sit
when
the
you watch
fuck
this shit,
back.
you're gonna be annoyed with her from the moment you watch her.
Sister Soldier.
Yo, she was in a rap battle. She's battling a guy, and she said, "You know what? I'm glad they put me to battle a guy because if it was another queen, I'm not sure I would have been able to diss her."
Oh, she did say
And I was
that.
like, "What the fuck,
You
bitch? You in a rap battle? That's
competition.
you in a
My whole
competition.
face just dropped the second I heard that.
You in a
yo.
competition? Shut the fuck up and rap."
Right. I just know she smelled like an inside of a purse.
How many
Goddamn.
niggas? That nigga said the inside
That
of a
bitch smell
purse.
like canola oil.
Yeah. Yeah, you know when oil and lotion
She
gets
does not
trapped at the
shave her
bottom of the purse?
underarm. She
It's-
does not
and
shave
it's
her
like-
underarm.
Don't, and
It's
she
like
got
the-
hairy
and
ass
it's like-
legs.
It's like
and she
shea
don't
butter
get
and
no
like, you got like
penis.
extra coconut oil.
Wait, what you
It's-
said?
She
Hold on.
don't get no goddamn dick. She don't even give a nigga
Oh,
the chance if he ain't
okay,
read the
okay.
autobiography
She
of Michael
has,
Max.
bro.
by
I thought you said she
Al
had a penis.
Marcus
Whoa.
and Marcus Garvey. Everybody. You got to read them all.
Wow.
She got a Marcus
Oh,
Garvey
wow.
dildo.
Sheesh. Wait.
I'll tell you
Marcus
right
Garvey,
now,
what now?
we get faded. Miseducated podcast after hours. We're going to have a live show at Sam's After Dark.
But listen,
Soon.
the listeners, if you have not watched Rhythm and Flow,
Titties,
go
ass,
watch
and
it.
opinions.
It's entertaining. It's a very
Yeah.
entertaining show. Go
Yeah,
watch
Netflix
it.
They got them a little, because Netflix need it. And they know
Netflix need
this
that
is-
original
Netflix,
content.
Netflix. Stop fucking playing, girl. Put our raggedy ass on there.
Ha-ha.
Yo, you know
Let's
what?
go.
I'd be totally down to be the first podcast on Netflix. I'd
Fuck
be
yeah.
down for that
I
shit.
would be
back.
so geeked, bro.
Netflix is here
to the-
too. Netflix is on Sunset.
To the
we can
point
always
where
be.
if them niggas were like, yo, dog, like
We
that
gonna give
nigga
y'all-
Dave was
we gonna
talking too
give y'all
much shit
niggas-
about Nas, like we
Yeah.
can't have him on the show, like I'm like, yo, y'all niggas need to fire me and get the fuck on Netflix right now.
We
will.
actually should be the first podcast to do the fucking interactive options like Black Mirror. So like if you watch
Oh.
it, Dave might go to fucking jail, but then you might take
Wait,
a
hold on.
different route.
That'd be, yo.
And
nigga,
then
we
he'll
giving
still
ideas,
go to
man.
fucking jail. You watch the
Hold the
podcast.
fuck up.
And it's on David Rikers.
Right.
know-
Hold the fuck up.
Should
Hold
Dave
the
go to
fuck
him
up.
or Bakersfield?
Hold the fuck up. Why,
Which highway is he
why
taking?
Dave got to go to jail in this scenario? Like, why?
He's going taking a 5
why
north
is
to
the
5
only
south?
scenario
Because
where
you wear
this
black socks with your Birks, you disrespectful
nigga
motherfucker.
wears black socks?
How fucking dare you?
Yo, listen, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
I,
fuck that. Everybody knows Berkey boys. You're gonna get me pissed. Berkey boys wears white fucking socks with their Birks. You could disrespect us all. Look at Chris Money in his fucking white socks. Look at him. See? How do they look?
it's straight.
Exactly. Look at Corey. Look at the fucking cowboy in his white socks and his fucking Birks. How do they look?
I can't read my
Those,
feet up.
those
I
not
got
even
draws
the
on.
real Birks, though. Those
Yo,
the
get the
plastic
fuck out.
Johns,
Yo,
bruh.
you gonna sit over there, nigga?
I can't raise my leg up.
Whoa.
Nah.
All right,
Yo.
first of all, the court's getting a little full. All right, we're gonna get a sheriff in this bitch.
Dog.
I
I'm
got
just
my
saying.
white socks with my Birks.
Yeah,
I wear
I'm
them everywhere. And you gonna come out here with the fucking church socks Birks?
Dog, these aren't the armor, bro.
You give a fuck? You can have some fucking respect.
Dog, I'm part of the Berkey boys. Y'all niggas
You
can't
think
take
we
that away
work this
from me, right?
hard? We work this hard
Build
to,
his
to,
brand.
to make it to LA and for you to have some black socks with your Birks.
You ain't got no lotion on either.
I got lotion on. Yo, Chris. We put on Vaseline before we shut.
Yo.
Right?
Whoa. Whoa. What the fuck?
Why did you ask him?
Why? You were going to
Were
jail.
y'all lathering each
You're
other?
going to jail.
Fucking
You're going to jail.
quiet.
Everybody's going to jail.
Oh my God.
Wait, were y'all putting
listeners.
lotion on each
Yo,
other?
I can
Is that why
explain,
Chris is here?
It's about a fucking no.
I was at Kev's house.
No.
So
I
y'all
don't-
wasn't in Kev's house putting lotion on each other.
I don't
We
know.
was all watching
Yo,
the
what
game.
What the fuck y'all broke into my house?
We was all watching the game, and you know what I mean. We was getting ready to leave. He had the Vaseline. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh, dog.
Why did he have Vaseline?
Dog, you know, we asked you know what I mean? Just take the Vaseline and pass it around to the homies. You know, we'll all take it off.
Yo, all right. Knife, cut his fucking mic off. Cut his mic off right goddamn now. Just cut him off.
Oh my God.
Cut him off.
No Vaseline like Ice Cube
No
said.
fucking
Nigga
Vaseline.
said, pass the gas like
I
you
don't
used
think-
to say.
Cut most of their mics off, actually.
Oh
Wait,
my
what kind of
God.
Vaseline did y'all use?
You know, I'm not gonna put Chris money on blast like that, so I'm gonna just say like
Chris, what
it
Vaseline y'all used?
was the most expensive kind, bro.
Using the good shit.
It's only one tub of that.
Was
bitch.
it the
What you mean
Dax?
the most expensive kind?
Was it
Dog,
the
It's
Dax?
a fucking clear shit with
Nah,
a blue
dog.
top.
No,
That's it.
No, because
Wasn't
Vaseline
it-
is a brand.
Why you put your lips
Petroleum
like
jelly
that?
is what it
You saw-
is.
You hear that? I thought I was the only one.
Wait, hold on, wait.
The sound of Vaseline opening when you about to, you already got the video picked out. You like, I'm about to scrape this bitch for the first time.
Yo! I would have used some Vaseline today. I had that peanut butter jelly sandwich in the shower, nigga. I was like,
Backtrack.
You
10
know.
steps.
Yep, 10 steps.
steps
Go ahead,
back.
Jerry. Yeah, go ahead, fuck him up. Go ahead. I know what you're about to say. Go ahead, say it.
Come on, dog. Dog. You had Vaseline and what in the
No,
sandwich?
hold on, listen. Let me tell you.
No, go ahead and say it.
Yeah, what?
No, I wouldn't use no Vaseline in the shower. I'm saying that I was faded, so I was eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich in the shower.
But no,
What
you
the
mentioned
fuck?
Vaseline,
No
bro.
gas.
Wasn't this nigga
Listen.
the first nigga to come out of his mouth and say that jelly was the food of our oppressors? And this
Yo!
nigga had a butter
Yo!
jelly sandwich in the fucking shower.
This
He's
nigga-
going to fucking
Hold on.
jail.
Dog,
No,
this
no.
nigga literally told me my taste buds were oppressed when I
Listen.
told him that there's nothing wrong.
You're
I just
going
said
to fucking
no.
jail.
I said grape jelly. I eat strawberry jelly. I said grape
You didn't say
jelly.
strawberry
fuck outta
jelly.
here, 'cause
you
did not
Everybody
say
knows.
strawberry
but
jelly.
listen,
Everybody
in the-
knows that if
in-
you got a peanut butter and strawberry jelly sandwich, you're gonna say it because it was something that we
That's
never
the one
had
that I
growing
eat.
up.
That's the one that I eat.
Yeah,
I don't like grape jelly, and that's what I put. Niggas who eat
Well,
grape
well,
if you
guess
say
what? You
peanut
grew up
butter and
broke
jelly
with a
sandwich,
Well,
we're
guess
gonna
what?
assume grape.
Well, guess what?
Oh,
In jail,
bullshit.
you're gonna have PB&J's, motherfucker.
no.
Only white kids have
I love
PB and
PB&J. I
strawberry
just don't
jam.
want grape
Fuck.
jelly. I just don't want grape. That's
Waffle
that's
House
the
bought
bottom.
that strawberry jam for that
Niggas
sweet
who
toast. You
eat-
got that All-Star Special. Hey, I was fucking with it.
If you eat grape jelly, come on now.
With that
Yeah,
apple
hey,
butter,
come
that
on
means
now.
you're a real country bitch. That
I don't
apple
want
butter
no
on that
goddamn
toast.
grape
Man,
jelly. You
I need
eat
some
grape
apple
jelly,
in
you
my
still
life.
taking a shower with your granny, and she taking a shower with your mom.
Whoa,
All- everybody showering together.
Who?
If niggas is eating grape jellies, cause I just assumed you. I
Can I-
assumed
can
you
I
live
guess
in a
I
certain
shower
area.
with my girl.
Can
I
I ask? Is this like an assumption?
This is nigga.
Is this something that you like?
facts.
Is this something like you like literally witnessed?
Let me
Like where
tell you
you
something.
like?
Don't do that again.
Dog, please.
Let me tell you something. If you are out there eating grape jelly right now while you're listening to this podcast, just turn it off. Just please turn it off. And if you're at home,
You grape
find
jelly
it.
bastards.
I don't want no goddamn grape jelly anywhere near my peanut butter. I wouldn't even know grape jelly off no pussy ever. Well,
lying to me, bro.
I was about to say, dog.
that might be a.
Goddamn.
You could,
might have to make the
hey,
exception.
dog, do whatever you want to
One
do on
time I
there.
had a
Just don't
freak
lie.
over. I thought she had some peanut butter in her shit. I look like Mr. Ed.
What was that
Well,
sound?
what the? No, hold on. No. We need to get into some shit. But before, pause. Before we get into,
Cut my shit.
I was just gonna.
before we get into that,
Huh?
this nigga said he had a chick over and he thought it was some peanut butter.
Thought it was some peanut. So before we even start asking
Y'all don't
questions,
even know the history behind that.
Before you give us the history, you know what I'm saying?
We don't need.
I just have to ask my fellow brothers in this room, you know what I'm saying? If you guys can all join me in a chorus, because we have yet to actually, you know what I mean, sing one of our favorite songs on the show.
Because you niggas
You know
all
what I mean?
been in
But
jail
Kevin
the
is
entire
giving me the
time.
inspiration to do it. So let's go ahead.
Dum 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 dum.
What kind of song
Dum
is that?
dum 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 dum.
Look at Corey. You don't even want to fucking sing it. He's disgusted with you.
Speaking of Law and Order, we need some Law and Order in this fucking country. Hey, what a segue. But this is not anything to laugh at.
Well, we're going to laugh at one more thing before, because you're not going to just play me like that, okay? First of all, in the fucking 30s and 20s, when they used to make the movies that niggas wasn't in, they used to put
niggas was in it, but they weren't in it.
Oh, yeah, they weren't in it. They used to put peanut butter in the roof of the horse's mouth, so then the horse would start, like, looking like he was talking. That's how they did the whole show, Mr. Ed, because they put peanut butter in that nigga's mouth.
So she put peanut butter in
So
her
then
pussy?
when I say I had some cooch, that it was like
PB&P?
tasted like she had some peanut butter in it, that means she just had that snappy dugout, that thickness.
Snappy dugout.
Cut his mic off, please.
My mic's never getting cut. I'm a ruthless nigga, and I need some ruthless butt. Hey,
But
What we getting into?
I don't know, man. What y'all, I don't know if y'all heard about this. What's going on in Fort Worth?
Oh,
nigga, in the
Damn.
Dallas Fort Worth area with police brutality and. I mean, it hits really close to home because it literally is home for me to have to, see this shit in the news and just know that it's, it's not only happening in these cities that, I mean, you see it's happening everywhere, but when it happens at home, that's when it's like, damn, shit really happened there. Like in the city that I grew up, but you know the history of these cities, you know how they were founded, especially in the South. Like, the history. But you've grown to love the city that you were raised in. So you don't want to see shit like that happen in your backyard. But that just comes to show you that we're not safe anywhere. But I don't know if anybody. Well, if you've been living under a rock, I guess for like the past week or so, then you wouldn't be knowing what story I'm talking about. And that's I believe her name is Tatiana Jefferson.
Tatiana.
Yes.
She went by Tay Jefferson, which is obviously.
Oh, that I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so she was at home, babysitting her nephew.
Yeah.
And didn't her neighbor, called or did a wellness check or called? What first the neighbor?
Was her neighbor white?
Yeah.
No, her neighbor was actually black.
Neighbor was black.
Neighbor was black. Did a wellness check because it was like 2-3 a.m. and they saw the door was open.
Which to the neighbor's offense, I mean, if you're a good neighbor and you live in in a decent neighborhood, he's like, yo, my neighbor's door is wide open. Like, what the fuck is going on?
and honestly,
If
I don't mean to cut you off or anything.
no.
But
if you do a wellness check, like if you're doing a wellness check, depending on where you at, it's either a different number.
It's a totally different phone number.
But usually it's a different number. So I know sometimes if you like call 911,
They'll transfer you.
They'll literally transfer it. So usually stuff like that, when the cops approach it, they're supposed to approach it in a non.
Especially in the big cities. Big cities have separate numbers that
From what I understand, I'm not gonna speak for every city, but I want to say like. Only reason I know the neighbor was black is because the neighbor said that they specifically called for a wellness check, and I want to say they said that they specifically called it. They didn't call 911.
They didn't call 911.
I want to say I could be wrong about that, but I want to say that they called. But they want. I want to say that they said specifically they're doing a wellness check, and I want to say they almost. They also said that they didn't do. They didn't call 911.
Well, the story is just fucked up anyways. I mean, because not only did that, happen recently, we're also down the fucking highway in Dallas. You got whiteys getting the fuck off on murdering a black man. And, she's only getting 10 years. Apparently that's what, she was originally sentenced. But then I just, I said today, I put in the chat that her lawyer has already filed an appeal to reverse the conviction.
So disrespectful.
What's crazy is that her conviction was light.
Exactly.
Because my thing is, if you take a life, you should do life.
Oh,
and she got 10 years.
That's exactly.
You take a life, you should do life. She
And
got
a hug
10 years,
from
and they
the
want
brother
to
and the
fight that?
judge.
And you got to hug. Come on now. And that's the goddamn the fucking coddling ass black people who want to always fucking be Mr. White Savior, and not really a white savior because you're not white, but you want to go and be a savior to the whites. She out there crying, goddamn getting her hair brushed and shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hey, going out there to fucking hug no goddamn body who, just shot my brother in cold blood in his shit. Sitting there trying to eat ice cream. You come in there and you start firing off, and now he's not here to defend himself.
Exactly.
You expect me to go and hug you?
Like that. That's just
Brush your goddamn hair? Oh, if I take a brush to your goddamn head, I'm pulling hair out.
Sellout season.
I'm pulling hair out. They're gonna. I'm being a jumpsuit. That's where they're gonna put me.
That's a fact. You got to throw me in jail.
You're gonna have.
Because I
No.
mean, if I'm gonna be honest, like I've never personally been in the situation that family's in. You know what I mean? So if I personally feel like, you know what I mean, if you want to be the type that you want to show that person some type of forgiveness, you know what I mean? Like that's cool. That's your prerogative.
You can forgive someone. That's one thing.
Yeah, I just don't feel like I think like you should understand the gravity of the fucking situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like just some regular ass, like, you know, somebody shot this person. Like, we're talking about a white cop walked into somebody's crib and shot them while they were sitting and eating ice cream in their living room. You know what I mean? Like, this person there wasn't a warrant. This person wasn't stopped at, like, they weren't accused of any crime. Like this person literally died in the comfort of their own home.
Of their own home, where they should feel safe.
Regardless of how I personally may feel towards, like, even if that was like my own family member, like, regardless of how I personally feel towards you, like, if I feel like I can't forgive you, if I feel like I can't forgive you, there's not gonna be any PDA. Like, there's not gonna be some public display of affection. Not because, like, I don't feel that way towards, but literally because, like, the image of, like, okay, this is like a case that people are like watching actively. Like I don't want the image to be like, okay, I'm representing my people.
Right.
Forgiving your people for, like, a crime that, you know what I mean, I perceive like may have occurred. Like, I want it to be like if it's some personal shit, like, it's gonna be some personal shit, but it's not gonna go. It's not gonna be like camera.
Absolutely.
You know, but that's why I say that, like, whenever people say that bullshit ass saying, like, forgive but never forget, like, you can never forgive because you never forget. You're never gonna forget that. So, like, you can never forgive somebody, like, or you can forgive but never forget. You're never gonna forgive because that image is always gonna play in your head.
Absolutely.
That's always gonna happen. So you're never truly going to forgive somebody. That's why forgiveness is bullshit. That's why you never forgive anyone or anything, because that shit is always going to play back in your head.
I just still don't
get that
I
back.
really honestly just still don't believe the fact that you didn't know that was not your place. Like, it just,
I don't believe any of that. I don't
believe none of that at all. Like, it's no way that you just went in there.
And it was wasn't it one of those fucking goddamn apartments where you have to have, like, a key fob to get in? Like, it wasn't wasn't it?
So actually, from what I understand, and this, I want to emphasize, this isn't to defend the cop, but
of course not.
Yeah, from what I understand, there was, in that actual apartment building, there was something wrong with the actual door. So, like, if you walked up to your door and it was, like, maybe ajar, like, it was already unlocked, like, that wasn't, like, uncommon in that particular apartment building.
That sounds like his family has a little case
or something. And apparently, because it's also part of the reason why they're going so hard with the Fort Worth case, because the parents do, like, it seemed like the parents do have a case, because I guess the apartment that the cop went into was, like, the apartment above, like, the cop's apartment.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, there's plenty of shit where it's like, okay, you should have at some point realized it wasn't your apartment.
Not your shit.
And being that you're trained in firearms, even if you thought it might have been your apartment, you thought you might have been robbed, and you even let one shot off, it shouldn't have killed the guy, and, like, there shouldn't have been any other shots fired off.
Right.
Because from what I understand, she unloaded her whole clip in this nigga. Like,
what?
Yeah.
That from what I understand.
I've heard.
And yo, listen, listeners, if you made it this far, you listening to this, please research it. Correct me at any point if I'm wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hold niggas accountable, please.
Yes,
because
sir.
like, I could be wrong about some of this information, but this is what I was told from, like, somebody who, like, I genuinely wholeheartedly trust. I haven't had a chance to research it myself.
Yeah.
But all that to kind of say.
Look at the way fucking Jimmy's holding this fucking mic.
This nigga.
Look at what he just fucking
that
did.
Nigga,
and I'm nuts.
That nigga palmed the whole mic.
And he did. Flipped it
around.
upside down.
Yo.
I just don't fucking understand.
That nigga
why
thought he was.
We don't need a sheriff in here right now to take him
That
away.
nigga thought he was squeezing a tennis ball. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I don't know what the fuck. Why his knee was bouncing.
Dog.
I just don't get it.
He's getting nervous.
I'm sick.
We're on a different time now. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Nah.
What were you saying, Dave?
Yeah. No. I was just trying to make the point that I was just trying to
God damn it.
You're faded.
I'm faded and this nigga distracted me holding the fucking
Whoa,
like
what?
a tennis ball.
It's got your attention, Jake?
Oh, fuck you.
Need the Vaseline.
Nah, fuck you too. No. I was just trying to paint the picture. I didn't want it to seem.
You didn't want it to be.
I didn't want you guys to think, like, you know what I mean,
that you didn't know what the fuck you were talking
that she
about.
just walked into, like, the fucking crib and just shot the nigga, like, you know what I mean, like, there was a whole situation. Like, it wasn't like she just, like, you know, Jimmy the Lock or something.
Well, you know how the media gonna spin it. And
the media's gonna spin it in any kind of way, but like Shorty really, like, I want to say Shorty was completely out of her rights to do whatever the fuck she was doing. But all that to also say, like, the nature of that case is the reason why, with regard to the Fort Worth case, they're going so hard. Like,
they're about to.
They've already convicted him, right?
Yeah. Well, they already
They
charged
charged
him.
him.
They charged him. But that was his own police department. Like, the same police department
Who
that
they
hired this nigga.
They charged him. The
Charged
officer who
and like they've already like talked to the FBI about like recommending.
Okay. Yeah.
They already arrested him and charged.
Yeah, they charged him like within a week, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't even a week. And Dallas and Fort Worth are so close; they share the same market. Dallas being the more this is why it's so mind-boggling.
Isn't the airport called DFW anyways?
Right, the worst fucking airport.
What's so
I believe it,
mind-boggling
nigga.
to me?
Dallas.
See, we're gonna get into that.
We're gonna get
We don't
into
have to
that
get into
bag.
that.
You don't have a city.
Yo, Dallas Fort Worth Airport got this
What?
Chick-fil-A in it, and they got some of the goddamn baddest little Jones I done seen.
Right across from
Almost threw my shoulders out. Dip.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
But
You
no,
that rack
just-
daddy.
Corey,
What I was
Please
saying,
explain.
What would I say? Due to the fact that both of these, what's so mind blowing is, you know, like I said, due to the fact that both of these, you know, massive cities sharing the same market, being one of the biggest markets in the country, you know, and knowing that in Dallas, which is supposed to be this more blue, liberal, progressive thinking county and city, especially, where you have someone who, you know, you're supposed to, of course, with all police officers, allegedly, they're supposed to, you know, protect and serve. We already know how much ain't shit that really
a whole lot.
But,
protect the servant,
you know,
none of it.
At least it's just as good as condoms.
You basically, that's fucking true. That's true.
Very true.
That's a very, very true statement. But just
Better
knowing
off
that,
not
you know,
fucking with him.
but knowing that goddamn, you know, she got a slap on the wrist basically in a place where historically just knowing the history of the city and then to where it is now, you think something like that happening in Dallas is fucking Kev is tucked right now, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm listening to you, bro, but this
He was
is
tucked.
I was
He
just
is
thinking.
seed.
I was
Dog.
thinking about what
Yeah.
was happening.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It
He was
was
ready to go off, and I was
Yeah.
just trying to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
But
Please
that's
continue.
that's just one thing that stood out to me the most, and that, you know, just growing up in a place where you think it's more liberal and knowing that the fucking county and other your sister city
The county
is just down the fucking highway, much more conservative than Dallas is.
Yeah.
Like, far more. Dallas County and Tarrant County are like Los Angeles County and Orange County. He's finished.
Dog, we need to cut
He's
this nigga's
finished.
mic off and just get him out of here. Like,
He's finished.
This is
Shout out to the good friends over at Crown Royal.
close the bottle.
Fine deluxe blended Canadian whiskey. Ha mate.
That's the brown they appreciate, but they don't
What?
appreciate
Wait,
it.
Toronto,
whoa.
Ontario,
Nate
Canada.
is Canadian.
I don't know.
I think
clearly.
Crown is. But that's one huge takeaway that I've felt. But then just knowing how the shit, you know, went down, and, you know, the fact that she was just in there, you know, trying to be a good aunt,
Dog, playing video games.
playing video games with your nephew.
Was she playing San Andreas?
I don't know what she
Maybe.
Ah, dog, that's crazy.
I don't know what she was playing, dog.
Nah,
She
man,
probably was
just-
playing San Andreas, bro.
Why?
Because
why San Andreas?
Because when the cop came in, that nigga was like, "Hey, CJ, stare out, fool." Then he was like, "Oh shit!" Bam. Then he got her.
Oh, this nigga's lit.
Nigga said she died because he played San Andreas.
Yo, they are literally
Yo, Rockstar Games.
They are
Send me a copy of San
literally-
Andreas.
Y'all
Gonna
want
get us outta here.
y'all want to know like what? That's crazy. You can get it on the
EA
iPhone, actually.
Sports empty the clip.
It's like $5.
I'm
San Andreas, you can get on the iPhone. But no, y'all want to know what really?
about that shit.
Yeah, but y'all want to real life know what happened? You know what happened to her, Corey?
She got shot.
So Atiana, no. But you want to know like how, like the whole.
The white
No,
cop shot her.
I mean, if you want to go into detail, that's
This
fine.
is
But I don't.
fine.
The thing is, it's because it's still so fresh, and, you know, the story is.
It's still developing.
It's
yeah,
still-
It
it's
is.
still
It
developing.
is. But
Run them life.
I just
That's-
want to
that's-
say
yeah.
like how she died, just because I want.
I think everybody should know. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I
Like,
agree.
it's one of those things that's like, if you like hear what the fuck happened and realize like how the fuck these niggas got her, like, it's fucking nuts, bro.
Shorty is
Shorty's playing video games with her nephew or whatever, and of course, like I said, her neighbor does a wellness check. The cops are approaching her, their door, window, whatever the fuck. Get to her fucking window, and I guess she hears a knock. You know what I mean? And so she comes out her fucking room, sees who the fuck's knocking on her door at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. type shit.
While the front door's open.
It's no. This is the last case. The front door was ajar. There was something with the door actually, because they did say it was like either open or something.
All the lights were on in the house and the door was open. Is what the neighbor was claiming.
The neighbor was claiming
but the door was open at, like, it was after hours. The door was open.
Yeah,
the
neighbor claimed that they saw the door open.
Right.
The cop claimed. Well, I'll tell you what the cop claimed in a moment. But from what I understand, like as far as Atiana was concerned, the door was closed. As far as she knew, the door was closed.
Yeah.
So she hears whatever knock or like disturbance, because it might actually, that you mentioned, it might not have been a knock, but she hears some sort of disturbance in the front of her crib. Starts walking out to the crib. Cops sees in the window that somebody's
walking out. Yeah.
Walking clear across the living room. Just starts spraying in the window. End of the story.
You just see a shadow and just let
like
it fly.
That's it. That nigga saw a shadow and started shooting at it. And now somebody's dead, and now we're talking about all this podcast.
Now we're talking about all of this.
You know what I mean?
Again,
you know what I mean?
We fucked up if they shot her
like,
from
what,
outside
how many other
of the
episodes
house.
about
I did
this
not
shit?
know that.
Like,
They shot her from outside of the house.
They shot her from
How
outside
you
the
hating
house.
from outside of the club? You can't
so
even get in.
I
Hating
mean,
from outside of the club.
which is why it's so
Yeah.
important,
Fuck.
Yo, that cop was a hater.
He's an asshole.
I think the most amazing thing about this podcast is like, decades from now when we're like thinking about this podcast and talking about it and like we're applying for jobs and shit, and like people are like, so back in 2019 when you were doing that podcast with your friends and
Don't worry about what I was doing.
it's like, you know what? Honestly, like I've made it this far, so the fact that
This
you
nigga
have me
Dave
in
is
this
trying to
room-
say that we're not going to be famous by then. He's going
Yeah,
to
we're
be
gonna be famous anyways.
No, we're gonna be famous. I'm just saying, you know what
Sitting
I'm
in
saying?
his
Like,
little dentist chair. Look at him.
when
Sitting up in his room.
I'm sitting in a whole lot of chairs, but I ain't sitting in that chair, brother.
Oh, that's the bad luck chair.
It ain't bad luck for me. You know what I'm saying?
Bad luck McFuck.
Man, oh man.
That's a new one.
I think on that note,
Yeah,
I think
but,
Kev wants to
closing out that segment before we can get into this scoundrelness before we get out of here. Sending love to the families affected. And
For
all
sure,
the
yeah.
families
Absolutely.
affected.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Everywhere who are affected by, systemic racism and police brutality and all the stuff that we
Absolutely.
And
all
fuck the police
experience.
officer's family.
And
Fuck y'all too.
Yeah, y'all all pussy.
big facts. What's her name? Group.
I don't
I don't know her name. Whatever her name is.
I
yo,
forget
fuck
what her
your
name is,
family.
Don't
but
matter right now to
she
me.
Fuck your
pussy,
family,
her
fuck your
family
lawyer lady.
pussy.
It's she's gonna become, one of these
Infamous.
household names.
She's gonna be infamous,
She's gonna
yeah.
be infamous, absolutely. And niggas is gonna know her name for all the wrong fucking reasons.
More than they know Gene Botham.
Yeah.
Which
Bob
is
Jean.
sad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And
We know. Shout out to him. We know. In RIP, we know that he was a fan of podcasts. So if he was still here, he definitely probably would fuck with
Yeah,
us.
and you know what? Before we get into the next bag, I really do want to. I want to, one, shout out the listeners, and I want to shout out everybody on this podcast. You know what I mean? Like, we laugh. You know what I mean? We tend to have a great time, but like, we really do like take the opportunity of just like the fact that we get to wake up every day.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
I mean,
Absolutely.
Freeway will even attest to it. You know what I mean? Like, there's been many times, like, and I know y'all two have had, situations with police
Absolutely.
officers. You know what I mean? Like, there's been many times shit could have gone like completely south. So the
Mhm.
fact that like we're able to be here, the four of us, and make this podcast and really like make something special. You know what I mean? I really, really do think like I just want to take the moment to appreciate that. Truly,
Yeah,
truly,
Absolutely. And
Yeah,
that's,
definitely.
For real, for real.
cheers to you. And on that note, goddamn, let's get into some skullduggery before we get out of here.
What's
Yeah.
that? What kind of shit y'all motherfuckers trying to get into?
Well, I know Kev had a few weeks ago when we was at the, shout out to our boys at 8811. Kev had some questions. We all had the little questions that we asked the people, around the party, around the shindig, around the function. That's, You know what? Side note, that's another reason why I moved to LA, because them niggas always said function like party, and the shit just always sounded like it was like some.
That shit sounds way better than the actual party, and it rarely, if ever, is.
The function. I would listen to fucking
E40.
We are function.
Oh but I would listen to fucking Overdose.
Oh,
and
wow.
them niggas had a whole song called Pasadena, and that all they were doing was driving around Pasadena trying to find the next party to go to. Trying to find the next function.
I bet Dave knew where that party was.
Yeah,
maybe, nigga.
Well, that's LA County. Dave ain't from LA County.
I mean, I know y'all two niggas. Well, actually, no. We'll talk about that.
San Fernando Valley Dave.
Whoopsies.
So we was, when we was there, goddamn, we was, asking, we was getting into our bag and asking relationship questions and, music questions and all of that shit. But there was one question that I don't think that we really got to ask because it was also hot as a bitch in there.
Dog. I mean, I always be sweating, bro.
That was one time where it was
hot
like,
as a motherfucker.
When everybody's sweating, it's a problem.
We saw Alex and Kenway. Them niggas was probably sweating, I'm sure. So, but it was hot, nigga. They know it was hot.
Dog, niggas was sweating.
Niggas was burning up. Our partners know that
burning
shit.
Up. Who had that shit? Faith Evans.
It was Faith Evans.
The whack ass. Burning Up.
I remember that fucking song. That shit wasn't actually bad.
Yeah.
Kevin is faded. But, so, if you're in a relationship with a chick, Jimmy, you stay out of this.
I'll sit this one out. I signed a lifetime extension.
Yeah, that nigga sound.
There's one question I wanted to ask you, you scoundrels. So, would you rather get trash head and cheat on your partner, or get good head and have just an all-around trash partner, like somebody who ain't shit, but she just gives really good head? So it's like, I guess I'll stick with it.
I mean, I'll say
What you
personally,
got, dog?
I think I'll take the trash head and the good partner because like she can always get better at head.
But
You know what I'm saying?
What if y'all been together for years and the head is just not improving? The head ain't
mean-
on her shoulders. But yeah.
It's everywhere but. Nah, I mean, because I'm gonna assume like you know what I mean, like the pussy is fire. Because you gotta really think like if you
What
get
if
like
the pussy is trash too, though, low key?
damn,
But she's just a good person.
like, I mean,
She cook for you, clean for you. Even though women don't have to do that shit for niggas, but
And she wash your gooch.
she washed. Yo, she a keeper, bro. Like I don't care what the fuck else going on. Like,
For real.
she washing my gooch,
Yo,
nigga.
She just raised the balls and like
She
just
watching the
white.
Gucci?
No,
Oh,
she is white. Like she raised the Jones. You know what I mean? Take like a warm towel. You know what I mean?
Gucci
Give it
Gucci.
a little
Wipe.
wipe and then just like.
Gucci Gucci.
Give it a wipe, with a warm
Yeah,
towel.
dog. I don't know what Corey's doing over here.
I don't know what you.
So
I don't know what
I'm
you
not
tickling.
gonna- I don't think Corey knows what a gooch is.
Oh, I know what a Gucci is.
He tickling
Got the
something.
double
That nigga
D's
doing
on it.
something.
Nah, like I think just because like if you really think about a trash partner, bro, like that's a little too much to handle.
But
And
if
it's
she
like-
got the trash partner,
Listen
got
to
fire head
me
and 5
now.
foot.
Oh my
shit.
God.
Still riding clean, making cheese and getting my dick sucked. I'm taking that fire ass head and I'm carrying my ass to Sam's.
That nigga's gonna be miserable, bro. That nigga's gonna be texting us from Sam's. Dog, this bitch got me at Sam's again, bro. She talking about she would.
Nope. Kevy boy's just gonna have to clean up shop. Get him a nice little starting 5.
Get your little roster.
And still get the head and all that stuff when you go home.
But like I gotta like, but even
okay.
for that,
That's
it's like,
fair.
all right, bro, you got a star player in a roster. Like, what's the point? Why not just like,
It's also true.
why not just take that person off the team, put him in the Hall of Fame, like sign him to the max contract, lifetime deal.
I wouldn't
for real.
expect you to understand because you ain't no player.
This nigga
Okay.
said he rather.
What?
So-
Whips. Pussy. Yo.
So I just want, because maybe I'm not understanding, but
No, I hear you.
you telling me I gotta take the trash partner with a fire head to be a player?
fire pussy.
Like I
don't
can't
know
just
nothing
want
about
like
that.
a solid bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then
y'all
like
going
teach her how to
against
be
y'all going
fire at
against
the
the
head
grain.
and the
Y'all
pussy.
going against the grain. You're saying a fire bitch, but she got trash head,
Fire bitch, but she got trash head.
or a ugly chick, but she got
she
fire
don't gotta
head.
be ugly. She
She gotta
just
be
gotta
ugly.
like, she just don't got fire head.
Yeah, she fine, but just can't put the head down.
She
She can't make you put your phone down.
Well, first of all, she can think we're in a relationship, But me, I'm not claiming that bitch on my taxes. And then all I got to do is go to Lock and Key.
And lock in some more keys.
And pray for
There
the
you
best.
go.
Yeah.
Unless it's not a stupid
Keys
night.
open doors.
Well, you niggas answer. If I had to choose, I'd probably go to. I want both route. You know, I don't mind if she trash, but I don't mind if she good either. I
She
don't
got
even
that
know
trout mouth.
Yeah.
Trout mouth?
But if I really had to choose, though, I of course I'd probably go with you know, the trash head and the fire, or not really the fire, but somebody who's a good person and her head ain't that good. You know, Dave said you could teach her, but you know, y'all been together for years. You know, the head ain't improving. Pussy ain't even improving it either.
You know
Honestly,
what? I'm going to change my
if the
answer,
head-
too. Cause
If
he's
the head
right.
and the pussy ain't improving, bro, like she's probably cheating on you, bro. And that's not even like on some grimy shit. Like if you're
with
getting
that-
because look, if you're getting like bad head, bro, and you can't even like tell your shorty like, yo, this is like garbage, like stop,
Right.
like, or we need to figure some shit out. Chances are you're giving her bad head and she's not telling you either. So
You're not
where-
losing your nose ring in there.
Exactly, you know what I mean?
Is
The
there
nose
such
ring
thing
staying
as bad
intact.
head?
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Because there's
There is-
probably
there is no such thing as
spectacular
bad
head.
head.
There's spectacular
There is some
porn
bad head.
star head.
There
which
is some
niggas
bad
is supposed
head.
to. But then there's just like, because once the peen goes in that mouth,
Nah, dog.
Look,
it's
Some women are just nasty
Looks.
enough.
Hey.
I
Yeah.
drive the
But
boat.
I'm saying like some some
Can't
women.
teach nasty. They gotta love
Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
That's true.
I agree with that. They have to
That's true.
like. They have to
Yeah.
love to do that
All right,
shit.
so if you with a bitch for however many years and like the fucking
Sheesh.
head is trash, the
Feminist
pussy
card
is
is
trash,
gone.
she don't want to be nasty with you. She don't love being nasty with you.
Come over your fears, however. But if you don't fuck with the feelings, you ain't gonna do it. Them bitches, if they not nasty now, they will never.
Yeah.
And that's
Wow.
exactly
Stop.
Not
why.
nasty now. It'll never be
Can't teach
nasty.
nasty. You just gotta be born.
Nah,
It's gotta
nah,
be,
'cause
you gotta
look,
be
y'all-
birthed
You just
y'all
gotta
not-
nasty.
skeet in her nose and walk
No,
out.
listen,
I
because
was
y'all
born
not
to be
thinking
wild.
about it. Y'all thinking about it in a way like, okay, the bitch had like the bitch is nasty
goodness.
and she finds a nigga that she can be nasty for, as opposed to the bitch is like, yo, she's in love with a nigga and she wants to please this nigga in any way possible, and so the nigga is gonna be like, okay, cool.
You
like,
get one of them joints, you are winning.
s-
But you're right. The nigga
Because
do tend
that's
to be
a-
like, all right, I got her. It's not exciting
Man,
anymore.
say.
So it's like
Let
you
me go
gotta,
to
like-
Sam's.
But
Jesus
all right, this
Christ.
nigga here.
I'm saying like when you
We're
get a bitch
gonna
like
Samuel-
that,
we're getting that Sam's plug, goddamn. It's
Samuel's
gonna happen.
Hofbra.
I
Look,
need
dog.
Sam's, man.
Because I'll tell you, last time
I was at Sam's, you know what I'm saying? I was about ready to.
You was ready to what?
Dog, listen.
Chris Money ain't never been to Sam's.
Dog, you ain't never been to Sam's?
We got to take him to
Chris
Sam's.
Money, can I tell you something about Sam's, bro?
Tell him a little something about Sam's.
Dog, so listen, bro.
Them
I was
girls
at-
will do things,
Dog,
do
I'm a-
things, bad things. Tell them.
Dog, listen. I was at Sam's, right?
I was at Sam's, and I'm gonna keep this brief. I promise. I was at Sam's, bro.
Which means he's not gonna keep it brief, ladies and gentlemen. We just
As
have
is,
to
as,
this nigga's mic
I don't
on.
know if you noticed this nigga interrupted me the second I said I was gonna keep it brief, but I'm at Sam's, bro. At one point, bro, they called all the bitches in the entirety of the motherfucking Sam's. You know what I mean? Every bitch that was working there told every bitch to get to the stage and just told them to keep twerking and told them, like, you know, dancers was half off, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you will have the time of your life. at
Bitches
Sam's.
kneecaps.
You're not even going to remember the name
Make
of
a
that
stallion
game.
knees.
When you
Burn.
Chris Money. Fuck everything he's talking about. Sam's
game-
has the best
that game-
wings you will ever see in your life.
And they got food, bro.
Yeah.
And they got wings.
I
Better
They
pull
got
be
wings,
I
done.
pull
bro.
up, get a plate of wings. Think I'm tipping them hoes? I'm going to Sam's after dark.
Dog. I don't.
$20 dances.
Yo,
If
to
you
go
play
to
your
the strip
cards
club
right,
for wings is
you
wild.
bring, you bring
they
a
do
little
that.
shorty
I-
up there with you.
I know
I
some-
don't know the last time you saw like titties and got to eat wings at the exact same time, bro. But the strip clubs, like I'm just telling you, man.
Wings
you know what
fine.
I
I know that. Niggas will pull up to
You
the
was
back.
eat-
Niggas
you was
will
eating
pull up to
drumsticks
strip
out the
clubs for
ass.
wings.
mean? Hey, look.
Who
you know
eating
what I
wings
mean?
out the ass? Hey,
Hey.
baby, baby.
Hey, look.
Second
Baby,
floor in
baby.
Tootsie.
Hey, look. That's when I'm California City Dave. Let me tell you something. You know what I mean?
California City.
California City. Exactly. That's absolutely.
That's when I be up in California City.
You in California City. You was in Chocolate City.
Oh fuck.
Dog. So y'all still want to close? Y'all want to?
Yeah, let's go
Let's
ahead.
get the
and,
fuck out of here.
Let's go ahead and end the show on that note.
Yo, so it was good to be back.
It was good to
Yeah,
be back,
I'm
man.
saying-
These niggas are skied in here, but you know.
Yeah,
You know,
dog, it's
everybody
amazing.
in here drunk and high. You know.
Dog, it's amazing. I smoked the
I
bag.
just can't wait to be ski.
Kevin's gonna be tucked in the back seat.
And on that note,
in the
this
front
was
seat.
episode 1 of season 2.
Yo, yeah, follow us on the socials and all that shit. We still on
yes,
Spotify.
everybody, we gotta shout out all of our socials. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so
we haven't done it
you
since
can
the first episode.
follow us on Twitter, the Miseducated Pod. Follow us on Instagram, the Miseducated Podcast.
We on Spotify.
We on Spotify. We on Apple Podcasts.
Title, we need the plug.
We on iHeartRadio.
Yeah,
We are
iHeartRadio.
for all you felons.
All you
We
white
are on
people.
Google
Where the
Play.
little nasty
Yes.
Jones at? Come fuck with me.
All the criminals, we are on Google Play for y'all. So
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
sir.
The
Air
ankle-
Force activity. Black Air
So,
Force
so
activity.
while y'all
The
niggas
Ankle
in
Monitor
jail playing
All-Stars.
Xbox 360, you know
Yes,
what I mean? Go ahead and
sir.
stream the
the
pod.
Ankle Monitor All Stars. You know,
Ankle
holla at
Monitor
us.
All-
What else they playing with in
All-Stars.
jail? Well, ho.
Wait,
no,
backtrack.
no,
What'd you say?
no. And on that note, we are
So we got a
finishing
whole trial after
before
the
this
show.
guy starts playing with some shit in jail. I don't know
Yo,
what's going
with the
on.
glove.
Alrighty. Knife, go ahead and
And
close
this
it.
was
Ladies,
the
I love you.
Miseducated Podcast.
Wow.